Mike. Mike. I heard that mic test, huh? My bad. My bad. And we are back for our second game of the doubleheader. Back like we never left. Cavs taking on the Magic here. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. That's right. That's right. We are indeed back again. We are not going anywhere. You can't get rid of me that easily. We have an early Knicks game, so that means we have time to sneak in a second game. We're going to try and cover as much basketball as humanly possible that one man can cover. Me, by myself, I'm going to be here. Jeff Brown, what's up, Jeff? I know my man Jeff. If we are covering the Cleveland Cavaliers, I know my man Jeff is going to be here. What's up, Jeff? Joseph, Albert, Dogcatcher, Daniel Berry Sports, appreciate you. Camille Lightborn, appreciate y'all. We are back once again. Now we're about to start covering the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Orlando Magic. Now, this is a pretty big Eastern Conference matchup here. Obviously, these two teams are having, probably in both their estimations, a pretty disappointing season so far. Both of them still battling to find their way out of the play-in situation. The Cleveland Cavaliers are sitting at a 26-20, while the Orlando Magic are sitting at a 23-20. So both these teams have already suffered 20 losses. Don't want to suffer a 21st loss. Both of them very close together. Jeff Brown, fifth place. Let me take a look at the standings. How far are both of these teams out of the play-in situation? So the Magic are in the play-in. They are a half game behind Philly for the 6th seed after Philly took the loss today. Philly now falls to 20 losses as well after losing to the Knicks. Hey, you gotta love it. Knicks back into third place there. They're actually tied now, technically, with Toronto. But like I said, you don't want to look at the games back column. You want to look at the loss column. The Knicks are one ahead in the loss column to Toronto. But Cleveland and Orlando both sitting at 20 losses, which is the thing I'm looking at. So Cleveland has played 3 more games than Orlando, and that's why they're ahead of them by a game and a half, because they've won 3 more games, but they've both lost 20 games here so far this year. So the team that loses will fall down to being the 7th seed in the East, according to the loss record, not necessarily the games back record. So they may still hold on to the 6th seed because they played more games than Orlando, but overall they would have 1 more loss than Orlando if Cleveland lose today. Now, I do think Cleveland has the advantage, even though they are missing players. The players not playing today for Cleveland, that would be Darius Garland, who remains out. We know Max Strus is still out. He's still out for a while. Sam Merrill is out, and DeAndre Hunter is listed as questionable. So, Jeff, if you know if DeAndre Hunter is going to end up playing, he's questionable right knee soreness, let me know. But as of right now, he's listed as questionable. Not sure if there's an update on that. As far as the Orlando Magic go, Franz Wagner is out, and Jalen Suggs is probable to play. So that's good. Orlando is getting a lot closer to being healthier. Franz being out. It's weird because he played the game in Berlin, right? He came back to play the one game. I get he was like in Germany, and he's German, obviously, so he wanted to come back and play that game. But I think it's just weird to come play that game and then continue to sit out. I get it, but also like a little weird situation. Jett Brown said he was fine last night. He's questionable right now, so if you see any updates, I'll keep an eye on the updates as well. As a matter of fact, let me put his name in the search here, see if there's an update on him. DeAndre. Oh, there we go. That's how you spell his name. DeAndre Hunter. That's how you spell it. That's how you spell it. Here we go. He's out. He is out. He will not be playing today as of 5 minutes ago. It's been updated. He is not playing today. So no DeAndre Hunter, no Sam Merrill, no Darius Garland. So those are three big losses for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the Orlando Magic should technically have the advantage tonight in terms of healthy players. But I do think overall the Cavs have been playing better as of late. And they still have more to lean on than the Orlando Magic do, with no Franz, their best player, being out. But the guy they do have available, the guy who's been carrying their team all season, is one, Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell continues to be special this year, as he's has been his entirety of his NBA career. He's carrying the load offensively for this team as Darius Garland continues to suffer with big toe injuries. I don't know if it's the right foot or the left foot, but big toe injuries. It's not been a great year for Darius Garland. It felt like he was finally getting back in the form. Darius Garland, we all know and love the Darius Garland we're rooting for. The issue is that the big men on this team, between Mobley and Allen, both suffer mightily without Darius Garland in the lineup. Darius Garland is a phenomenal pick-and-roll point guard. He has a ton of chemistry with guys like Jared Allen. And without Darius Garland, it's been really difficult to get Jared Allen and also Evan Mobley going. It's been really difficult to have Darius Garland kind of act as their main point guard when he's not really a point guard all season long, and it's kind of affected everybody. He's trying, but he's out of position. Now, he's still getting buckets because that's what Donovan Mitchell does, and he does it very efficiently, almost 50% from the field, almost 40% from the three-point line, and 84% from the free throw line. It's been fantastic. The issue is nobody else is really stepping up to the degree that they need to step up. No DeAndre Hunter, no Max Strus, no Sam Merrill tonight. Their three-point shooting is going to take a big old hit because guys they brought in like Lonzo Ball have not been shooting it well enough. Jett Brown said Mobley was really good tonight. let's get to him right now. Mobley has been playing better as of late, right, Jeff? The last couple of games that I've watched, and I don't think I updated his player graphic here. The last couple of games I watched, Mobley has been playing significantly better, which is very much needed. Listen, the bar was set pretty low with the way he started the year. They clearly wanted him to do a lot more on the ball than he had been, and it wasn't a good start to the year for him overall. Mobley is averaging, it's not far off, 18, 8.8, and 4.1. So it's not too far off at all. Over 50% from the field. What's his three-point shooting sitting at now? Right? It was sitting at, for majority of the year, 33-ish% from three. Roger G. Wall, what's up, Roger? And it is now sitting at his three-point percentage, 30.9. So it's gone down. Slightly over 30 after last year, a career high in three-point shooting, which was 37%, a much more reliable three-point shooter. But again, without Darius Garland, a lot of contested threes, a couple off-the-bounce threes that he's kind of settling for. And I get he's trying to do a lot more as an on-ball guy, but it's just not worked out for him this year. A lot of the same, but without the three-point shooting, which was really the big improvement that he made last year. And a lot of the same from Mobley. And at 24 years old, you want to see him start taking, like, star-level steps, and he just hasn't really done that. Not a 20-point, oh my goodness, my stick. Not a 20-point per game scorer. Not a 10-rebound per game guy. Assist at 4, right? Still sitting at 4 with his assist. 4.1 to 2.2 turnovers, which is fine. But that's a 2-to-1 assist-turnover ratio, which isn't the greatest, right? It's not bad for a big man like him, but isn't the greatest, a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. You just kind of want a little bit more. right? You always find yourself wanting a little bit more from Mobley. I think the Cavs, in order to take the next step as a team that wants to really compete for a championship, needs Evan Mobley to kind of hit a star leap. He's already a star. He's been named an all-star. I don't think he's going to make the all-star team this year. But in order for the Cavs to really be true contenders, he either needs to be a 1A, 1B type of dude or just flat out become the best player on this team. And he's just not making that leap. And the defense has been good. Defense is always good with Mobley, but it hasn't been dominant the way it was the year before, where it felt like, oh, he's making a leap both offensively and defensively last year. And this year, it's just continued to stay steady. And when that happens, it's not bad. It's just a little disappointing because you want to see guys continue to get better. We know development is not linear, but when you're on a team that's competing for a championship and they're looking at you to continue to get better in order to keep progressing the team to get better, it's going to be disappointing if you come back and you're kind of stagnant in your play. And as a matter of fact, maybe even a little bit worse. Three-point shooting has not been there. And that is a huge part of development, especially for big men like him who need to spread the court out to the three-point line. And he hasn't put on enough weight and become strong enough in order to be a full-time center, so you kind of need to keep a center alongside of him like Jared Allen. But overall, disappointing in the sense that he hasn't been better, right? Disappointing because he's fine. He's still really good. He's still Evan Mobley, still being really solid. Like Jeff said, really good game last night. He's going to give you those every now and again. But you wanted more from him this year, and he hasn't provided it to the level that you needed to. Now, we still have half a season to go. Maybe the second half is going to be much better than the first half. Maybe they get Strus back, they get Garland back, and then we start to see a resurgence in Evan Mobley in terms of like more ball handling and more creativity because he's going to have more options to kick it to. But we're just going to have to wait and see because as of right now, it's not to the degree that they want it to be. Roger G. Wall, Oda Austin, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Dogcatcher said best 45 since MJ. Funny that MJ is the guy you have to go to for 45. But yeah, technically true, I guess. Technically true. Darius Garland is out with the big toe injury yet again. This is an injury that has plagued him all season long, unfortunately, for both him and the Cleveland Cavaliers because, boy, oh boy, is he incredibly necessary to the way they want to play. A true point guard who finds his teammates. And without him out there, like I said, the bigs really struggle. Donovan Mitchell could also even struggle as well because now he's having to be both point guard and shooting guard and main scorer. And that's just a tough position to be in on a night in and night out basis. And I don't think Donovan Mitchell is good enough to be up to that challenge specifically. So it's kind of been a helter-skelter year for the Cavs overall. Guys in and out of the lineup. You're missing Max Strus all year, which is a huge loss to their spacing. Sam Merrill in and out of the lineup. DeAndre Hunter in and out of the lineup. Obviously Garland in and out of the lineup. It's been tough. Jared Allen has also been a really big disappointment for the Cavs this year. Former All-Star. I think he's made 2 All-Star teams. Wasn't he All-Star last year or something, right? Was he an All-Star? I don't know. Last year. Either way, he got heavy consideration to be an All-Star last year, whether he made it or not. But 14 a game, 8 boards, 2 assists. He's been okay. Like, the numbers aren't terrible, but 8 rebounds, especially in a season where Mobley's kind of been in and out with an injury here and there, with some injuries here and there. 8 rebounds per game is just not getting it done. Slicing Ninja, what's up, Slicing Ninja? Do you read the comment section? I try to, brother, I try to. Jared Allen just has not been getting it done for them. He's not been a huge presence inside in the paint. Teams aren't really afraid of him when they go to the basket. He's an okay rim protector, but not good. Jeff Brown said Mobley, Garland, and Spider made it last year. Yes. That's also part of the reason why Jared Allen made it. They don't want to give them 4 All-Stars. The league is too deep to give one team 4 All-Stars. But Jared Allen, not giving them what they need to on the inside, been really disappointing to the point where I think a lot of people are kind of looking to see if Cleveland's going to move off from them at some point. Did you watch the Knicks game? Did they win? The Knicks did win today. We did cover it on the stream. You can go back and watch the bot of that. It should be up. Very fun game. Jared Allen, just an incredibly disappointing year, both offensively, defensively, toughness. He just kind of fades on the inside, and he's losing a lot of minutes here as the Cavs are trying to find other ways to be prosperous. But again, without a lot of their shooters like Merrill, Hunter's going to be out today. Max Strus has been out all year. No Garland. It's hard to lean towards being more of a perimeter-based team if you don't have the other guys to replace Jared Allen in the rotation with. So they're still trying to lean onto the double big lineup, even though kind of both bigs have been a little disappointing this year. Jeff Brown said Allen was cussed the other night against the Hornets. What happened? What happened in that game, Jeff? What do you mean? What happened? Did they lose against the Hornets, right? Didn't they lose that game, or did they win that game? I know the Hornets have been playing much better as of late. DeAndre Hunter is out today with right knee soreness, so unfortunately he will not be playing. That's a huge loss. They did win that game. But what happened with Allen? What happened with Allen, Jeff? Um, DeAndre Hunter is a huge loss for an already ailing Cleveland Cavaliers team. He is supposed to be their sixth man, and with the injuries, he could also even step into the starting lineup. But he's another option with a guy who can score the ball. He's averaging almost 15 a game on okay efficiency. Actually, not even okay efficiency. Bad efficiency. 43, 31, not shooting it well at all. As a matter of fact, that can't be how he continues to shoot it, right? Go to Hunter, see the updated stats. Again, I did not have the time to update the Cleveland Cavaliers. We did update the Magic, but this year, now it's actually gone down. 30% from three-point range, 42% from the field. So the percentages are actually getting worse for DeAndre Hunter, which is not a good look at all. Jeff said he got into it with the Hornets players tied up, and he was cussed and got a tech for it too. They need a little bit more fight at Allen. Maybe they need a little bit more of that. They need some physicality down low between Allen and Mobley. One of those two guys needs to hit the weight room, man. One of those two guys needs to hit the weight room. Max Strus also continues to remain out with the injury. Really unfortunate for the Cavs because Max Strus is a huge part of this team. The fact that he has not played at all for the first half of the season is a rough look. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Knicks last year, playing the entirety of the season without Mitchell Robinson. And Max Strus, the Cavs shouldn't suffer this much without Max Strus, but they definitely are going to be significantly better when Max Strus is able to come back. He's a little bit, I would describe him a little bit in the same way I describe OG Anunoby in the sense that he's a puzzle piece. A lot of things will fall into place when Max Strus is back. Guys will go back to their normal positions. Certain guys will come back off the bench, which will be much better. He creates the spacing with his three-point shooting. He's a great off-ball mover. He could also do a little bit with the ball in his hands as well. So all-around game for Max Strus is going to help everybody fall back into place. Moran, what's up, Moran? Lonzo is pretty much out of the rotation at this point. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but he's only really going to play tonight because of the injuries is probably why we'll see him play tonight. Really rough season for Lonzo. Nothing's gone right. He can't buy a basket from the field. He can't buy a three-point shot at all. He doesn't really attack, doesn't take too many shots inside the arc to begin with. 5, 4, and 4 is just not getting it done. I mean, the 4 and 4 is solid for a backup guard, but only 5 points. You're not knocking down shots. It's not good. Jeff said, yeah, he might play today. Yeah, with all the injuries, I would probably expect him to play, but for the most part, he's not a part of the rotation anymore. 1.3 steals. The defense has also fallen off a cliff after the injuries. I mean, to be expected. There was, maybe some false hope with the fact that after he came back, after the ligament replacement surgery he had in his knee, that maybe he can get back to where he was, or at least to some level of that, but he has fallen off a complete cliff as a basketball player. Really unfortunate because I really like Lonzo. Maybe it's just like he needs to play a year out, play it out, and the next year he'll be much better. But it's really hurting the Cavs because he was supposed to be one of their big offseason acquisitions, and he has just not come through for them this year. Dean Wade has been in and out of the lineup all year. Really struggling overall to knock down shots like a lot of these guys on this team, which is obviously hurting the Cavs. The Cavs had like a historic three-point shooting season last year. And this year, a lot of regression all around. Maybe it was a fluke season. Maybe this is the fluke season. Who knows? But they went from one of the best three-point shooting teams to one of the most inconsistent three-point shooting teams this year. Dean Wade, I would say, in terms of like one of the players that actually has improved their game, I actually really think he's improved his perimeter defense overall. I used to see him as a really slow perimeter defender. He's solid, could stay solid in front of guys. 6'9", has the size to kind of guard wings and stay in front of them, but really struggled against quicker players, and he still struggles a little bit against quicker players, but I do think he's improved significantly as a perimeter defender this year. But they need your shooting, brother. They need a 3-and-D guy, not just a defensive guy. Jeff Brown said they probably keep him injured-free. We'll see. We'll see when the Cavs team eventually gets fully healthy. Larry Nance Jr., is he playing today? He is available, right? He's not on the injury report. No, he is not on the injury report. So Larry Nance Jr. will be available today. We'll see if he does play. He's cool. Solid veteran big man off the bench. David Osh Jr., what's up, David? Good Nick win, not convinced. We turned the page. Cat and McHale were just awful, and team foul shooting. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great game from those two guys. Pretty much everybody else I thought played awesome. But yeah, if they could find some sort of solution for Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges, but not looking likely. Not looking likely. Larry Jr. is just a solid big off the bench. He's capable of knocking down perimeter shots, but like everybody in this Cavs team, subpar shooting so far this year in comparison to last year. Has not played a ton because of the injuries. Every time I look, he's available, or he's not available, or he's just out of the rotation, or he's just coming back, so they don't want to throw him out there yet. So we'll see if he's going to be able to play tonight. Jalen Tyson has been one of the few bright spots on this team this season. He's been awesome. He did play the last two games, Jeff, so we should probably see him tonight. Jalen Tyson, one of the few bright spots for the Cavs this year, 13 points per game. He had a career game against Philly, right? Was it Philly? He had 35 points. He was awesome in that game. Couldn't miss. 44% from three-point range. That should be going up because of the incredible game he had the other night. But we could just double-check it. 39, yes, he had 39. And the game-winning assist at the end of Mobley, to Mobley, right? But Jalen Tyson was shooting it at, 44%, and has been on even a larger heater than usual as of late. And so now he's shooting it at 46% from three-point range. My goodness, Jalen Tyson has been on an absolute heater lately. He is phenomenal. Woodridge Grand, what's up, Woodridge? David said, save your energy, Chef. A lot of snow coming. It's not coming until tomorrow afternoon, right? So I got time, brother. I got time. I can sleep in. Tomorrow's Sunday. We're good. Snow's not coming tonight yet. Tyson, 13 a game. Actually, it's gone up. Gone up after the way he's been playing as of late. It's 13.6 now per game, 5.5 rebounds, 2 assists. 51% from the floor. He's been phenomenal. The three-point shooting has been a spark to a team that has been bereft of three-point shooting, consistent three-point shooting this year. Woodridge said Cleveland first half win. I don't know, brother. That's why we watch the games. So Tyson has been in a huge lightning rod for this team in the sense that they needed somebody to step up. And Tyson put his hand in the air and he said, I'll step up as a year two kind of guard-wing combo. He's been phenomenal for Cleveland this year. Sam Merrill is out with the injury, unfortunately. They really need Sam Merrill. They need all these guys that are out injured. But Sam Merrill, like Max Strus, helped spread the court out. He's another threat from three-point range. He's having a good three-point shooting season as always, but just can't seem to consistently stay on the court for them. Now we get to the Orlando Magic, and the Orlando Magic are having a really weird season, kind of similar to how they had last year, where guys were just constantly in and out of the rotation with injury. Paolo was out, then Franz was out, then Paolo was back, then Franz was back, then both of them were out, and then next thing you know, they're in the playoffs and again ran out the gym because they just couldn't get healthy down the stretch. But also, Jalen Suggs has been in and out of the lineup. He will be available to play here tonight. The only guy out tonight is Franz. Franz will not be available to play, but outside of him, everybody should be good to go. Pretty sure, right? Hold on. Check it again. Franz is out and Jalen Suggs is available. The only other guy is Colin Castleton, but that's because he's on a two-way. And he has not played at all for the Magic this year. So Jalen Suggs is available. Franz is out with the injury. Paolo Banchero. Man, oh man, Paolo. Man, oh man. 45% from the field. I'm going to ignore this for a quick second. 45% from the field, not getting it done is a big. 28%, 27.5%. I don't even want to round up for you. 27.5% from three-point range is pathetic. That is horrendous right there. The fact that he's won a game this year on a buzzer-beating three-point shot, I mean, it makes sense because it was banked in. But the fact that he's won a game off a three-point shot this year is ridiculous. He's been a terrible perimeter shooter this year. A lot of it is his fault. Part of it is also the coaching staff's fault and his teammates' fault for not getting him into better opportunities and better situations. But my goodness, Paolo, with Franz out, they need you to step up. And he has not done so consistently. Every now and again, he'll throw together a really nice game. But 21 a game, 8.7 rebounds. The rebounding is up. Rebounding is up, close to 9 now, which is nice. Continue to get it up there. 9 rebounds for him as a forward is solid. That's really good right there. I'm fine with that. 5 assists for Paolo. He could be a triple-double threat. The issue is that he's not going to do it efficiently. Also, 3 turnovers is just way too high. You know, when I went in to upgrade the player graphics, it went up to 3. Right, where it was hovering around 2.5, which is significantly better, but it went up to 3. And now you're at a 5-to-3 assist-to-turnover ratio, which is not good, man. That's not good at all. That's 10-6. So that's a 5. Yeah, it's a 5 to, geez. That's a 5-3 assist to turnover ratio. It's horrendous. That's bad. That's not horrendous, but it's bad. It's bad. It's not good enough. Not good enough. Not getting it done. We've seen all the conversations about how, if they ever needed to move off one of these forwards here, it's probably going to have to be Paolo, because Franz is just significantly better at this point in his career, more efficient. I know Paolo was the number 1 overall pick, but if we're just removing all of that, stripping it all down, we're looking at the roster and removing all of the past things and all of the baggage that comes with where they are in the rotation and what they mean to this team, you're better off moving Paolo. And I don't even want to talk about splitting the team up right now because the guys are just not healthy enough in order to really have that kind of conversation. But, man, they need you to step up, and you just haven't stepped up to the level that they needed you to. Now you're still battling to stay out of the play-in race. Franz is still out with the injury. He did come back to play that one game. I thought that was a sign that he was back, fully back, but he just wanted to come back and play the Germany game. Probably didn't play a ton of minutes. I didn't even look at that box score, but they need him. They need him. I thought when he was originally hurt, it was ruled a 1 to 2 week injury, and maybe I misread it and it was a 1 to 2 month injury. I don't know, but he's been out for a while, and they desperately need him back. The fact that he was able to even suit up and play in that Germany game tells me he's pretty close, but hopefully they can get him back soon because Orlando has been floundering kind of without him. Another guy they've been floundering without is Jalen Suggs. I will never change this picture until my man drops the top. Drop the top, brother. Go bald, rock the body. You can't walk around looking like this. The fact that you went to a barber and your barber lined you up is ridiculous. The fact that you found a barber to do that for you and let you walk out of the store like that is crazy. That's crazy. Drop the top, brother. It's gone. It's gone. Join the bald coalition, right? We accept people every day. It is what it is. If your hair don't want to be with you, don't hold on to it. Let it go. If you love something, set it free. Drop the top, man. It's God. You lost the war. You lost the war. Let it go. Or you're a millionaire. Go fly to Turkey and get that surgery in the offseason. But you can't walk around looking like this. Drop the top until you go get that surgery, dog. It's gone. You lost the war. It's over. This is embarrassing. Don't walk around looking like this. Anyway, back to basketball. Jalen Suggs is, to me, the most important player on this team. Without Jalen Suggs, this team is a middling basketball team, even with Franz available. He is the point of attack defender. He is the energizer of this team. He is the point guard of this team. He is the organizer of this basketball team. 15, 3.7, 4.7. The counting stats don't do him justice. Even the efficiency doesn't really do him justice. 47 from the field, 33% from three-point range. We know he's a very inconsistent three-point shooter, but he will be playing today. And without him, they just have no real fight, no real teeth to them, right? And they don't have the talent to sort of overcome that like other teams do. And so they desperately need Jalen Suggs out there to cause chaos. Without him, I don't give them much of a chance. But thankfully, Jalen Suggs will be playing here today, and he's going to have his hands full with Donovan Mitchell, who I assume will be his matchup. We get to Desmond Bane, alligator arm Desmond Bane. He got no wingspan whatsoever. My goodness, brother, I don't know how you made it to the NBA looking like this. Desmond Bane, 19 points per game. He's having a really good year with the Magic as a second scoring option. The issue is that the efficiency seems to have fallen off a cliff somehow. He just is not a good three-point shooter this year. I don't fully understand it. At this point, I mean, this guy was an over 40% three-point shooter since he walked into the league. This man was a walking bucket from three-point range. He would be lacing him up, 8, 9, 10 a game. And so he comes to the Magic and he's only getting up like 5 or 6 a game. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, so something's going on. What do we examine there? What is the difference? Obviously, he's with the new team, but you start looking at the coaching staff and you go, you have an absolute marksman from 3. You have to figure out how to get him better looks. And to their credit, he has had decent looks, and he just has not knocked them down at the rate they need him to knock it down. Apparently, when you go to the Orlando Magic, you forget how to shoot threes. But Desmond Bane, outside of that, he's shown he's far more than just a three-point shooter. 19 a game still is really impressive. 4.5 from the field, 4.5 assists is really solid. Really solid for Desmond Bane outside of the three-point shooting. He's been great. Been great for them. Also, like Jalen Suggs, adds a lot of toughness to this team that they definitely needed. Wendell Carter Jr., the forgotten fifth starter of this team, the center here, 12.3 points per game, 7.5 rebounds is okay, but obviously we want him to be a little bit better of a rebounder. 0.7 steals, 0.7 blocks. He's okay as a rim protector. Solid defender, usually in the right place, right time, but is not a very explosive defender, which is why he's less than 1 in both of these categories here. 35% from 3. For majority of the year, he was over 40. dropping now down to about 35, which is respectable, but you get into the iffy territory, right? Respectability is around 34, 35% from three, but they need him to be a good three-point shooter. Playing alongside Paolo as the center here, you need to be able to stretch the court. And to start the year, it looked like, oh, he's turning the corner as a three-point shooter this year. Even if it had dipped down to around 37, 38%, majority of the year he was over 40. Now it's dropping down to 35, which is not a good look for Wendell Carter Jr. They definitely desperately need him to get back to being a knockdown three-point shooter. And he wasn't even a knockdown three-point shooter, but you definitely couldn't leave him open as much as you're probably able to leave him open now. Either that or teams have definitely been able to adjust to him as a three-point shooter. Do I have this on? Yeah, we're good. There we go. All right. But he's been fine as their starting center. He's been good, and I think they just kind of want a little bit more at him. Maybe when they get Franz back, he'll get back to being much better. K. Hayes said, have him play the Knicks. He'll get that percentage back up for sure. For sure. Everybody shoots it well against the Knicks. K. Hayes said, I think Cavs got this. Orlando is the healthier team tonight. The Cavs missing a little too many players for me to put faith in them here tonight. Definitely possible. Pretty evenly matched teams. We get to Anthony Black, who, like Jalen Tyson, has been the big bright spot for the Orlando Magic this year. 15.6 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. He's been phenomenal. 15.5 points for him is a nice big old jump from where he was last year. 46% from the field, 35% from three-point range. Look, he got it to respectability, y'all. This is all you ask for a guy like him. He's a 3-and-D guy. Well, he's not a 3-and-D guy. He cut his teeth on defense here when he came to the NBA as a young player. Well, he's only in his second year. Last year as a rookie, came in, cut his teeth defensively. Now up to 35% from three. Possibly room, even more, not even possibly, definitely room for improvement as well. He's had moments where he's a knockdown three-point shooter, and then he's had moments where not so much. So 35% from three is definitely respectable, which is all I could ask for a guy who's more of a slasher and defender anyway. And getting himself to be a respectable three-point shooter is really unlocking his game overall, and that's how he's getting to 15.6 points per game. All of it's kind of coming together for him, and it's very much needed. Very much needed for a team that's dealt with a ton of injuries. Without him, their record would be significantly worse. Jeb Brown said, I always believe in the Cavs. Just bias towards them? Oh, I get it 100%, brother. I go into every Knicks game. Like, the Knicks could go into a Thunder game without Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, and I'll be like, you know what? We got a chance, baby. I'm always going to be biased towards my team. I wouldn't expect anything less. This should be an even matchup, though. CEO King said Orlando has been getting blown out by the third quarter lately. Well, we're going to have to see how they play today. They do get Jalen Suggs back, who's missed the last couple of games. Mo Wagner has returned, and Mo Wagner, for the longest time, I think if Mo Wagner can play like a full season, obviously he ended last year with an injury, and he started this year with the same injury, working his way back from the ACL tear. I think Mo Wagner is a sixth man of the year type of player. I think he's a phenomenal off-the-bench offensive big. I think he's really good, brings the energy, brings the effort, all of the things, but he's just working his way back from injury. He's only played a handful of games here, not a ton of minutes, so we can kind of throw these stats out the window for now, but he's been really solid. And we'll see if he's going to have another solid game here today against a really tough front court between Allen and Mobley in terms of size and defense that they could possibly bring. And Tristan da Silva is the last guy we're going to talk about here for the Orlando Magic, as we're about three-ish minutes away from tip-off here. But Tristan da Silva is just their wing off the bench. And to start the year, he was really good for them. Really surprising how big of a step he made going into this season as a second-year guy. But has kind of, I don't want to say fallen off as the year's gone on, but not nearly as effective as he was to start the year. I think teams maybe had just adjusted as like, oh, da Silva's just their backup wing, so let's put him on the scouting report. Now we know what he does. He's really just a three-point shooter. Threatens from three-point range, can attack a closeout a little bit, but outside of like a straight line drive, can't really do anything. Not too creative with the ball in his hand, so teams are definitely able to crowd him and get him to give the ball up easily. He does have good size at 6'8", but a little thin, little inexperienced in the NBA to kind of be a really good defender, and doesn't really have the athleticism to keep up with most wings. So kind of a tough spot for him to be in. Still solid off the bench for the Magic this season. One of their better three-point shooters, 38% from three, and they definitely need guys like that off the bench with how much they have struggled to shoot the three consistently this year. But with that being said, that's going to wrap up our pregame rundown here. We have the game up on the screen. They're doing the player introductions. Kevin Jones with a subscription. Appreciate you, Kevin Jones. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Let's get ourselves situated here. Boom, boom. This is, I believe, the only other game on right now. Get rid of some of this. Get ourselves set up with our game cast. Here, here, and here. There we go. We can also set up here to go around the league. We've had 2 games wrap up already. The Hornets beat the Wizards in a really fun game earlier today. The Knicks beat the 76ers in a really fun game earlier today. We did cover the Knicks-Sixers game. That was a very fun one. The Knicks pulled it out at the end. And we would have had the Warriors-Timberwolves game, but that game has unfortunately been postponed because of unfortunate situations. Cavs Magic is the next game on, and we won't have another game tipped off until Celtics Bulls, which is an ABC game. What does ABC app mirror mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I guess it's just an ABC game, so all right. We got Cavs Magic is the only game on right now, and we are probably a minute or 2 away from tip-off. I didn't even take a look at this Wizards Hornets. And as a Knicks fan, rooting for Wizards wins, but it's very much looking like they're not even going to be able to sniff a top 8 seed, so or a bottom 8 seed from the lottery situation, right? How do you explain that? Kevin Jones said, no problem at all, bro. Let's go, Wendell. 11 points, Paolo 5 assists. That's not bad. That's not a bad pick right there. Kaishan only at 11. He sold. Alex R with 24 and 4. Only 4 rebounds, Alex R. Come on, brother. We gotta be better than that, especially against a team without a big. Justin Champagnie, listen, if I were in the Knicks organization, I'm targeting this man right here. I'm targeting Justin Champagnie right here. Dean Wade is in the starting lineup alongside Jalen Tyson. As for the Magic, Anthony Black gets the start in for Franz. Sons Jen said, do I qualify as a Knicks fan? I despise most of the 92-93 Knicks. You do qualify as a Knicks fan, brother. You're good. You could be a bandwagon fan. We accept bandwagon fans. You could be a fan for this year, for sure, brother. All right, here we go. Sharif Cooper played 9 minutes. Shout out Sharif Cooper. Knicks Twitter draft love child, Sharif Cooper. Benzino said, thanks for the doubleheader. No problem, brother, no problem. I voted for this game, the poll yesterday, but I'm also interested in the Bulls Celtics. I'm also interested in the Bulls Celtics. We'll keep an eye on it. We won't get to see the end of that game because this game will end first, obviously, but we will get to watch most of the first half, if not the entirety of the first half. I would target Justin Champagnie if I was a Knicks fan. I think good teams should target Justin Champagnie anyway. Just seeing what Julian Champagnie, his twin brother, has been doing, I would do it. All right, here we go. The Cavs win the tip, and we're off and running. Tyson gets it over to Wade. Wade has it up top, being guarded by Bane. Get over to Jared Allen, being guarded by Weldon Carter Jr. Now out to Mobley. Going to line it up from 3. They're going to dare him to shoot. He obliges, and he can't get the 3 to go. Anthony Black with the shallow rebound, bringing it down right side of the court. Crossing over to his right, driving it down. Has it along the baseline. It's caught in the air, throws it away to Dean Wade, but Dean Wade was standing on the baseline, couldn't save it in time, and couldn't save it into his teammate in time. So it'll remain here with the Magic. Suggs gets it into Anthony Black. Black coming to his right at the Paolo screen. Pump fakes, gets it over to Wendell Carter Jr. along the baseline, being guarded by Mobley. Leaning in and loses the handle. Donovan Mitchell picks up the loose ball. Here comes Mitchell bringing it down the other way against Paolo. Crosses over to his left, gets caught in the air. Can't get the layup to go. Good defense from Banchero. They leave it off for Mobley down the lane. Can't get the scoop layup to go. Maybe looking for some contact. Maybe just losing the ball out of the air. But either way, Jalen Suggs throws a tough pass to Black. He's able to save it from going out of bounds. And then lobs it over the top to Suggs. Suggs has it up top. Tyson picks him up. Tyson, a good, strong defender. Suggs is going to dance with it. Steps back for a straightaway 3 and lines it up. for the first basket of the game. Goes to the Orlando Magic, 3-0. Mobley has it up top, being guarded by Banchero. Mobley attacking to his right, pulls it back, now attacking to his left. Got nowhere to go, and he picked up his handle. He's looking for somebody. He's got nowhere to go. And then Bane comes over and ends up fouling Evan Mobley. Tyson obviously wants to dare Suggs to shoot. He can be a very inconsistent three-point shooter, especially off the bounce like that. But Suggs knocked that one down. And so now Mitchell has to get it in the other way. Tyson has it in the right corner, being guarded by Suggs. They have Anthony Black chasing Mitchell here. Oh, I got that matchup wrong. They swing it out to Tyson. Tyson will line up the right wing three over Suggs. And Tyson responds with a three of his own over Suggs. So Suggs over Tyson, and Tyson over Suggs. Anything you can do, I can do better offense. Suggs has it up top, being guarded by Tyson. Dancing with it, coming to his right. They get it over to Banchero. Banchero leaves it off for Black. Black dancing around the Banchero screen. Mitchell guarding him. He crosses over to his right, putting his head down. They kick it out to Suggs. A no-dip right corner three. He can't get it to go. Wade with the rebound. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell has it up top, coming to his left off the Allen screen. Splits the defense down the lane. Scoop lay with the right hand. Got it to go nice and easy. Paolo Banchero not up high enough, and Mitchell able to easily split the defense and get to the basket. Suggs bringing it, Bane bringing it down the other way. Leaves it off for Wendell Carter Jr. Sprays it in the corner to Banchero, and they run him off the line. Terrible defense from Mobley. Terrible defense to run Paolo Banchero off the line. Takes advantage of it, goes to the rim, and gets a nice finish over Allen. Here comes Mitchell bringing it down the other way. Leaves it off for Mobley. He's going to look to attack Banchero. Stops, turns, spins, in the lane, leans in again, and throws down a lefty hammer. A little bit of a thrunk as he threw it in there. But nice aggressive move from Mobley. Need more of that if you're the Cavs. Suggs gets into the lane, kicks it out to Bane. Bane driving it down now to the basket. Scoop lay with the left hand, high off glass. Got it to go. Mobley got to get back into that play quickly. Not loving the defense from Mobley to start the game. Mitchell coming to his right off the Allen screen. Mitchell driving it down, stops, shoves it out to Wade. Wade's going to fire right wing three, and Wade's going to knock it down, nothing but net. Still capable three-point shooter, even though the shot's not gone down to the level it needs to this year for Wade. Sean of a gun. What's up, Sean? Morning. It's late afternoon for me, brother, but morning to you. Suggs has it up top, dancing with it, coming to his left. Foul line, pump fake, leaves it off for Wendell Carter Jr., and then gets the ball ripped out of his hands by Wade. Now here comes Mitchell, bringing it down. They lob it down low to Allen, who's got post positioning on Paolo Banchero. A bad pass. Allen recovers it, gets it back to Mitchell. Mitchell, another bad pass, gets tipped. He does recover it. They kick it out. They swing it out to Wade. Wade ran off the line. He's in the paint, kicks it back up top to Mobley. Pump fake, jab step, driving to his left, spins, back out to Wade. Extra pass, Mitchell. Wide open right wing three. Incredible ball movement from the Cavs, but Mitchell comes up short. Loose ball, Mitchell picks up his own offensive rebound, and then he does indeed knock down the floater. Working extra hard there, but it does result in the two-point basket. 8 minutes to go in this first quarter. Nice back and forth affair. No whistles have been blown yet. My kind of basketball game. Let's hoop. Black has it up top, being guarded by Mitchell. They get it over to Banchero. Banchero on the right wing, being guarded by Mobley. Coming to his left. They get it over to Black. He's got space going to the rim. Wild scoop, reverse layup over Jared Allen. Terrible decision, in my opinion, by Black. You either got to shoot that floater or you got to go into the contact and try to create space. Don't try to go around the shot blocker. Mitchell this time steps back on Paolo Banchero and knocks down the left wing three. And the Cavs are getting off to a nice hot start. They're up by 8 early. And Suggs will walk it down the other way with 7:30 to go. Suggs has it on the right wing to get it over to Wendell Carter Jr. Hands it off to Anthony Black. A straightaway three trying to answer. And he does just that, answering with a three of his own. Anything you can do, I can do better offense. I love it. Back and forth the fair we go. Here comes Tyson bringing it down. In and out dribble. Loses the handle. Fight for it. Tyson able to save it. They swing it out to Mitchell. He's going to put up the right wing three. Can't get it to go. Mobley comes flying in. Tries to save the rebound to Tyson, but it goes right through his hands. I like the effort from Mobley offensively here tonight. The defense is the thing I might have an issue with so far, but I do like his fight. So far. Suggs comes out. Jace Richardson subs in, the rookie. He's been a nice spark for Orlando this season, and the few times he's been able to be part of the rotation. Banchero bringing it down. Down the lane, scoop play with the right hand over Mobley. Can't get it to go. That's good defense from Mobley right there. Here comes Tyson pushing it the other way. Tyson has it up top. Swings it out to Wade. Wade extra pass to Craig Porter Jr. Porter Jr. in the right wing, right corner. Leaves it off for Mobley in the post against Banchero. He reaches down and comes up with the steal. Good defense from Paolo there. Here comes Anthony Black. Stops up top, leaves it off for Richardson. Richardson's going to put his head down, attacks, who play with the left hand. Got it to go as he split Tomlin and Craig Porter Jr. Bad defense there for the Cavs. Wings off the bench. Pretty fun game so far, back and forth affair, 15-12. One possession game, 3-point game. Jace Richardson off the bench is a really nice insertion to the rotation for Orlando. He's a spark plug off the bench even as a rookie, right? And I know it's tough to trust rookies on a team that's actually looking to really compete and make a big dent in the playoff for a long playoff run this year. But I think Jace Richardson is just a very much needed offensive threat for a team that doesn't have a ton of them, right? Especially off the bounce like that. Tomlin and Craig Porter Jr. just subbed in for Mobley, for Donovan Mitchell, and for who else was in the starting lineup for the Cavs? Take a look at it real quick. Who was in the starting lineup for the Cavs? Already forgetting. Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen subbed out. All 5 starters have scored except for Jared Allen. So 4 of the 5 starters have scored. Jared Allen hasn't even taken a shot yet. Pretty invisible in his first 5-minute stint. Outside of that, everybody else getting in on the action. Tyson knocked down a 3. Mobley's 1 for 3. Dean Wade knocked down a 3. Mitchell was up to 7 already. They bring in Naquan Tomlin and Craig Porter Jr. As for the Magic, all 4 of their 5 starters have also scored, except for also their center, Wendell Carter Jr., who's yet to take a shot as well. At least he has 1 rebound and 2 assists, though. He also has 2 turnovers, which is not good. Not good at all. But here we go. We're going to check right back in. Also, Jace Richardson is the first guy off the bench for either team to break the lid off the basket for the bench guys, with the first bucket of the game off the bench. The Cavs were the team that called the full timeout. Dr. J in the building tonight. Why is Dr. J in the building of a Cavs Magic game? Is this in Orlando? Does he live in Florida? Definitely doesn't live in Cleveland. Yeah, it is in Florida, so he might just be like, hey, I'm in town, or I'm home. Let's do it. Lonzo Ball is in the game. Mobley hands it off to Craig Porter Jr., spins to his right, back to Mobley, come down the middle of the lane, stops, turns, pump fake, pivots again. Naquan Tomlin picks up the loose ball to kick it out to Tyson. Tyson driving to his right to kick it out to Craig Porter Jr. Back up top to Lonzo Ball, deep straightaway 3 wide open. Knock me down, Lonzo Ball. And they wave it off, doesn't get it off in time. Doesn't get it off in time. I didn't give Orlando the 2-point basket from the Jace Richardson layup. So it's 15-12. 6 minutes to go here. Anthony Black gets it over to Carter Jr. Now over to Richardson. Richardson gets it over to Black. Anthony Black has it up top. A lot of standing around for the Magic right now. They get over to Bane. Bane directing some traffic. He settles for the deep straightaway 3, and he makes them pay and knocks it down. I mean, I know he's not had a very good shooting year, but you still can't leave him open and not put a hand up. Lonzo Ball walking it down. He has it up top, crossing over to his left, leaves it off for Mobley. Mobley in the paint, puts up the jumper. In and out, can't get it to stay. Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound. They get it over to Bane. Bane bringing it down. Right side of the court, back up top to Carter Jr. In and out dribble, crossing over to his right on Tomlin to the basket. Oh, that's Paolo. Crosses over to the basket and gets the scoop layup with the right hand. Naquan Tomlin on Paolo Banchero is not really the matchup I want to see if I'm a Cavs fan. Mobley has it up top, hands it off to Craig Porter Jr., driving it down, kicks it out. Tyson, a right corner 3, and he rattles it in. 2 for 2 to start the game for Jalen Tyson, who's been phenomenal from the 3-point line this year. Quick outlet to Bane, who rushes it down the other end, draws the foul, and Lonzo Ball is going to send Bane to the foul line for 2 free throws. 18-17, and Bane will go to the foul line for 2. with 5 minutes to go in this first. Unique Queen. What's up, Queen? Bane at the foul line for 2. Fouls on Lonzo as he was backpedaling. Cavs not doing a good job getting back on defense. Something Desmond Bane loves to do is get those quick outlets and quickly try to push it down the court for an easy one. Been doing it all year for the Magic. Trying to get as many easy baskets as possible for a team that struggles in the half court. Bane knocks down the first one. Tristan Da Silva and Mo Wagner checking in here. All right, Mo. It's my first time watching Mo this year. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. So these are the first substitutions. Oh, no. Jace Richardson came in. Bane goes 2 for 2 from the foul line, giving Orlando a 1-point lead back. 5 minutes to go, and Lonzo Ball will bring it down. Coming to his left off a double screen, leaves it off for Mobley. Mobley will line up a straightaway 3, shoots up an air ball. Dang, Mobley. Jeff, what happened to Mobley, brother? What happened to Mobley? Unique Queen said, I need Mitchell to show out. We'll see. NBM, what's up, NBM? Jeff Brown said Tomlin, he can guard anyone. He's tough. He's from New York. And he'll dunk on anyone, too. Oh, I know all about Tomlin. He'll try to guard Paolo, but that's definitely not the matchup I want. They get it out to Mo Wagner. He's being guarded by Mobley. They hand it off to Richardson. He's going to step back for a right wing 3 over Lonzo, over Craig Porter Jr., who's daring him to shoot. He misses it, and now Tomlin will bring it down the other way. Tomlin has it up top, hands it off to Tyson. Tyson coming to his right, kicks it up top to Craig Porter Jr. They swing it over to Mobley. Mobley coming to his right, hands it off to Tyson. Tyson coming to his left, steps, lobs it up top to Mobley. Mobley can't get the dunk to go down, but gets fouled by Mo Wagner. Mobley will go to the foul line for 2 free throws with 4:19 to go. Now we're getting a little bit of a foul fest here. Both teams hacking and whacking away. 4:19 to go exactly. We'll sync up our timer. Mobley's only about a 63% free throw shooter. He's at the foul line for 2 free throws here. Knocks down the first one. Like the 3-point shot. Just feel for these jump shots. They're not there for Evan Mobley right now. Really hurting his team overall. Mobley in and out, but he does get the second one to stay as well. So 2 for 2 from the foul line for Mobley. 20-19, 4:15 to go. Jace Richardson has it up top. They get it over to Anthony Black. Back to Richardson. And it looks like a 3-2 zone for the Cavs here. You get it up top to Richardson, attacking to his left. Spinning to his right. Richardson kicks it out to Da Silva. Ran off the line, driving it to the mid-range, pulls it out. Back to Richardson. He's going to line up a right wing 3. Well contested. He can't get that one to go. Donovan Mitchell with the rebound as he's back in. He's bringing it down the other way. Mitchell on the left wing, being guarded by Da Silva. Picks up his handle, pass fake, gets it over to Craig Porter Jr. Fakes the handoff, crosses over to his right, kicks it out to Mobley. Mobley taking the baseline, stops, kicks it out to Craig Porter Jr. Hesitates from 3. Now they get it over to Tomlin. Tomlin out of the mid-range. He's going to attack to his left and gets fouled by Mo Wagner. That's 2 quick fouls on Mo Wagner right there. Might have to pull him out. Jeff Brown said, did you see the Tomlin dunk on Joel? I did, brother. I did. We covered that game. Yeah, we were there. MBM, reminding people to like button. Appreciate you, MBM. If you're enjoying the show so far, hit the thumbs up button, like the stream. The best way to support the community and the channel, y'all. I very much appreciate it. Craig Porter Jr. driving it down off the handoff from Jared Allen. He can't get the finger roll layup to go. Mo Wagner with the rebound. He's going to bring it down. They're going to keep him in the game with the 2 fouls. 3:30 to go. Jace Richardson rushing it down the other end. Pulls it out. Swings it out to Mo Wagner. He's going to line up a left wing 3. And Mo Wagner can't get the 3 to go. Donovan Mitchell with the rebound. Quick outlet to Lonzo Ball. He's going to put his head down and attack. Leaves it off for Craig Porter Jr., who has it up top. They swing it out to Mitchell. Coming to his right off the Jared Allen screen. Swings the ball out to Lonzo Ball. Catches it before going out of bounds. And Jared Allen down the lane. And they call an offensive foul on Jared Allen. And Mo Wagner wants the officials to take a look. And the left hand came up from Jared Allen and accidentally smacked Mo in the face. I don't think there's anything to that other than just inadvertent contact. Unfortunate it had to be contact to the face, but he didn't follow through. He didn't do it intentionally. Just an offensive foul. Let's keep it moving. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Magic should be bringing it down, but I think the refs are discussing what they want to do. Nope, now the Magic will bring it down. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Offensive foul, we keep it moving. Paolo Banchero has it up top. Cavs retreat into that 3-2 zone. Lonzo at the top of it. They get it up top. They swing it over to Suggs. Suggs gets it over to Anthony Black. Pass fake. Back up top to Suggs. Suggs inside the Banchero. Banchero driving it down in the paint. Goes up against Allen and draws the foul on Jared Allen. And Paolo Banchero will go to the foul on the 2 free throws. Nice start to the game for Paolo Banchero, who struggled a little bit this season. Kay Hazy said, might need his brother's mask. Maybe. President Goomba, what's up, Joey DeLuca? Great Knicks win today, brother. Yes, it was. And it was a fun one, too. Knicks are back to being fun. Fingers crossed. They should have a couple of easy ones coming up here. The next game they play is against the Sacramento Kings in Madison Square Garden. They should be able to take advantage of that and get a revenge game. Now that they're playing a little bit better here, need it. Absolutely need it. Jared Allen has yet to score, and he's yet to take a shot. 0 points. He's only got 1 rebound. He now has 2 fouls. The second one picked up against Paolo here. We got a full timeout from the Magic. So Paolo coming out of this timeout will take his 2 free throws. Joey DeLuca, we got that win. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Magic trivia? Not doing that, I'm telling you. Which 2 current Magic players had a father who also played for the team? Jamal Cain and Jed Howard. We know Jed Howard is one, and Jace Richardson is the other one. Yeah, that's easy. Jed Howard and Jace Richardson. Come on, that's too easy. I'm not even a Magic fan, and I know that. Which Magic player has scored the most points in a single game against the Cavs with 43? Magic player scored Oladipo. Why'd they take that away? I think it's Oladipo. Sturcho said, I feel like the Magic lose this. They had been getting blown out early. It's 20-19 with 2:40 to go in this first quarter, and the Cavs have also not been playing all that well this year. I think this is two pretty evenly matched teams. The Cavs also missing a lot of their role guys, out 4 rotation players here tonight. No DeAndre Hunter, no Max Strus, no Sam Merrill, no Darius Garland. 4 really important players to the rotation, not just fringe rotation guys. 4 really important players to the rotation, 2 starters. If anything, if the Magic have been playing poorly lately, the fact that the Cavs are missing so many players, I would think would make them pretty even here tonight. So it said, I feel like, I read that one, my bad. Benzino said, Jacob Gramegna, who streams Raptors games, yes. Wishes they had Goga Batadze. I know Jacob. I'm subscribed to Jacob. Shout out Jacob. Wishes they had Goga Batadze. Goga Batadze's solid. Solid backup big. With Mo Wagner back, the Magic might be looking to move him. Who knows? He's a good third-string center to have at worst, and he's a solid backup center. He did a really good job with the Magic while Mo Wagner was out. Mo Wagner is going to move into that backup center spot, and there's not going to be any really minutes available for Goga. Show said they got Lonzo Ball, which is an easy dub for the Cavs. Basically a win anytime he plays. So Paolo is at the foul line now for his 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Unique Queen said, who do you think will win? I'll probably lean towards Orlando, who's much healthier than Cleveland. Paolo, it's a nice friendly bounce off the front of the rim and knocks down both free throws. 2:40 to go. Craig Porter Jr. bringing it down against De Silva. They get it over to Allen. Allen being guarded by Wagner. Hands it off to Mitchell. Coming to his right. Driving it down in the lane. Stop, leans in, throws up the floater. Got it to go over Suggs. Good manipulation there from Mitchell. Quick hit ahead to De Silva. De Silva on the right wing. Gets it up top to Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner fakes the handoff. Now gets it over to De Silva. De Silva gets the ball knocked out of his hands by Tomlin, but he can't hold on to it, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Magic. 2:18 to go. Winding down this first quarter here. They get it into Suggs. Suggs being guarded by Craig Porter Jr. Driving to his right. Pulls it back. Swings it up top to Mo Wagner. Spins to his right. Driving it down. They kick it out. They swing it out to Suggs. Pump fakes. Back to Noah Penda. A right corner three for Penda. Comes up short. Jared Allen with the rebound. Here comes Lonzo Ball. Hit ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell on the right wing. Cavs leading by 1. 22-21. Mitchell dancing with it up top. Coming to his left. Step back three. Over to Silva. Throws up an air ball. Noah Penda with the rebound. And then throws it away to Jared Allen. Good defense from Allen. Tried to throw it off of Suggs, but it goes right back to Craig Porter Jr. He's down the lane, lefty layup, can't get it to go, but he draws the foul. Is that 3 fouls on Mo Wagner already? My goodness. Foul on the Magic. No, it's on Suggs. They saved Mo Wagner. A third foul there. That one's on Suggs. MBM said Sheffy on the back-to-back, no overtime. No overtime. No overtime. Lana Mona said overtime for Sheffy. That's just a doubleheader. Just a doubleheader. Craig Porter Jr. misses the first free throw. Ball don't lie, brother. Ball don't lie. He's got one more coming. Cavs holding on to a 1-point lead here. And he misses both free throws. And it's a lane violation on Craig Porter Jr., who went before the ball even hit the rim. Knew he was going to miss it. The ball's going to go to the Magic here. Ball don't lie, man. Ball don't lie. Johnny Reynolds, what's up, Johnny? Do you think my Houston Rockets can beat the Grizzlies on Monday? They should. They should. Here comes Suggs bringing it down. Suggs has it up top. Inside the Mo Wagner in the lane, leans in with the left hand, gets it to go easily over Jared Allen there. Bad zone defense for the Cavs, who just allowed Mo Wagner to catch the ball cleanly in the middle of the lane there. Craig Porter Jr. has it up top, coming to his left off the Allen screen. Steps back, pump fake spin, shoves it over to Allen. A foul line jumper. He can't get it to go. Mo Wagner with the rebound. That's a win for the Magic defense. A Jared Allen midi. Bain leaves it off for Mo Wagner. Trailer three. Way off on that one. Lonzo with the rebound. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell has it up top. Crossing over to his left, inside to Allen. Allen down the lane, gets fouled going to the basket. There should be a foul on the floor, but they are in the bonus, so 2 free throws for Jared Allen. MBM said Memphis not hungry enough. Well, Jaw's out too. So Johnny Reynolds said, do the New York Knicks play tonight? They played already, brother. They played already. We covered it. They did pull out the win against Philadelphia tonight. Jared Allen knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Oh, I forgot to give Mo Wagner his layup, so it's 23-23. Jared Allen ties it up with a minute to go. He could give them the lead. And he does just that, knocking down both free throws. 24-23 now. 1 minute to go. Desmond Bane bringing it down. He has it up top. Being guarded by Lonzo Ball. They're out of this zone. Bane coming to his left, driving it down in the lane. They swing it out, and the ball got knocked loose by Lonzo. Tomlin able to pick it up. He's going to bring it down the other way, and then gets fouled by Suggs. Should be free throws. Oh, it's free throws anyway. They're in the bonus. I was going to say he gathered already. He was going to the basket, very clearly looking to shoot. But it doesn't matter because they're in the bonus, so he's going to get 2 free throws anyway. The dog catcher. The Wagner brothers, Mo and Franz, are teammates, roommates, and other pairings include the Curry brothers, with the Warriors, Steph and Steph, Giannis and Thanasis, and LeBron and Bronny. I don't know if you can consider Bron and Bronny the same level. They're a little bit different than brothers. Tomlin steps to the foul line and splits them. Misses the second one. Here comes Suggs bringing it down the other way. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter here. Suggs has it up top, being guarded by Craig Porter Jr. They get over to Bane. Bane on the right wing. Jab step, coming to his left. They lob it over to Suggs. Suggs Inside pass to Penda. They kick it out to Bane. Pump fake. One dribble in. Over to Penda. Pass fake. In the lane. Surrounded by 3 defenders. Can't get the layup to go. No foul call with a lot of contact. They kick it out to Mo Wagner with a 3. He misses yet another one. Allen skies for a rebound. Finally rips it down. They get it out to Craig Porter Jr. Home run pass ahead to Tomlin. Tomlin's going to pull it out and hold it for the final shot of the quarter. At least he should. Driving it down. Loses the handle on the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. And thankfully, it'll at least stay for Cleveland. Tomlin just lost it. But it'll stay with Cleveland. Kelvin Battle. What's up, Kelvin? I need Orlando in the under. I mean, I think you're on pace for the under with 25-23 at the end of one here. Pretty low-scoring game so far. Orlando not a high-scoring team at all. And Cleveland missing 4 rotation players, struggling to score consistently here. Lonzo. Looking to get it in somebody. They get it into Allen. Now over to Mitchell. Shot clock is turned off. 10 seconds to go. Mitchell has it up top being guarded by Anthony Black. Mitchell. Inside to Tyson. Tyson throws up the floater. Too strong, can't get it to go. Anthony Black with the rebound. He's going to heave it 3/4 court. And comes up well short. And that's going to be the end of our first quarter. End of the first quarter, 25-23, 2-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Solid back and forth affair. Got a little too handsy down the stretch there that first quarter. Pace significantly slowed down after a nice pace to start the game. Dogcatcher said lots of split families. But this is an all-time high of family members on the same team in NBA history. I just think it's an all-time high for family members being in the NBA together. This is just, you've got the Thompson twins in the NBA together. Obviously not on the same team, but Sturcho said Lonzo getting the Cavs to a nice lead. Yeah, Lonzo, who's got 0 points and 1 rebound and no assist. Yeah, Lonzo's leading the way. Benzino said, how many brothers play on opposing teams? Pat Spencer and Cam Spencer. The Thompson twins, like I said. Who else? The Jones brothers. Tyus and Trey Jones. Yeah, nobody else is really coming to mind. I'm for sure missing some guys, but that's the NBA, man. It's the NBA. These guys are into the same workouts together, same teams, access to the same trainers, on the same AAU teams, traveling around together, making it to the NBA. We'll see if Cooper Flagg's brother can make it to the NBA. Doesn't seem likely, but we'll see. We'll see. Sons Gen said, had the Lopez's both. Obviously, Robin's been retired for a while here. Brooke is on his way out. Now with the Clippers. Champagny brothers, yep. Wallace brothers. Oh, the Wallace brothers. I forgot, yeah. Keaton Wallace with the Atlanta Hawks is related to Kason Wallace with the Thunder. I forgot about the Wallace brothers, yeah. The Champagny brothers is a good one. The twins, actually. Champagny twins. Are they twins or are they brothers? I feel like they're twins. The Murray brothers. Keegan and Chris Murray, absolutely. I forgot Chris Murray's on the Blazers because he's been hurt all year. Great call. Mark Williams has a twin sister in the WNBA. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. I'm going to count it. Sergio said that's why I also think the Cavs will win. I was not impressed by Franz Wagner overseas on his debut back from injury. He's still out from injury. He's not back from injury. He just wanted to play in the Germany game. But he only came back for that game, and he's been out ever since. He's not back yet. Dogcatcher said, is Robin still in the NBA active? Nope. He is not. Robin Lopez is retired. Tony Chappelle, what's up, Tony? Jones brothers, yeah, I said that. Trey and Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones is with who again? Started the second quarter, by the way. I know Trey is with the Bulls. Desmond Bane has it up top. He's being guarded by the Ball brothers. Jeez Louise, Lonzo and LaMelo. Forgot about them. Jalen Suggs, the left wing 3, airballs it. And the ball's going to go back to the Cavs to start the quarter. User, what's up, user? Should I bet Cavs next 2 basket 2 points? If you want to, brother. MBM, so nepotism isn't affecting the NBA? Not really. You have to work to get to the NBA. You don't just get gifted the opportunity. Who knocked down that 3? Naquan Tomlin knocks down the 3 off the Mitchell assist. They get over to Goga Batadze, who's in the game. They hand it off to Suggs. Going to a 3 big man rotation here. See how that works out. Suggs dancing with it against Tomlin. They swing it out to Bane. Bane, one dribble, pull up three off the handoff. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Lonzo comes flying in for the nice rebound over Penda. Quick outlet to Mitchell. Mitchell bringing it down against the Silva. Silva trying to apply some full court pressure to Mitchell. He has it up top. Gonna drive it down. Euro steps past him, throws up the floater, comes up short. Can't grab his own offensive rebound. Bounced off his hands, and now here comes De Silva bringing it down the other way. Under 11 to go. De Silva is going to attack Thomas Bryant, who's in the game. My goodness. Thomas Bryant with the layup can't get it to go. Batase can't get the tip to go. Batase can't get the second tip to go. And then Thomas Bryant able to pick up the loose ball rebound. What happened to Larry Nance Jr., Jeff? Larry Nance Jr. not going to get some action tonight? They lob it over to Thomas Bryant. They get it in the corner to Tomlin. He knocked down from the right corner. Knocks one down from the left corner. Naquan Tomlin getting in on the action here tonight. And an 8-point lead quickly built up by the Cleveland Cavaliers here. 31-23. 10:30 to go here in the second quarter. Suggs down the lane. They swing it out to De Silva. He's going to fire right corner three looking for an answer. He's going to airball it. Penda picks up the loose ball, airball rebound, and he's going to able to lay it up and in off a nice pump fake on Thomas Bryant. And Mitchell will bring it down the other way looking for an answer. Coming to his right off the double screen. Pocket pass to nobody, and it ends up as a turnover. Tomlin faded. Bryant rolled, and Mitchell threw that pocket pass to nobody. And then, who is that? De Silva coming down the other way. That's not De Silva. Who is that? Noah Penda able to pick up the fouls he got out on the break. Tony Chappelle said Orlando, he plays for the Magic and his brother plays for the Bulls. He does play for Orlando, that's right. That's right. Tyus does play for Orlando. I know Trey plays for the Bulls. Remember that. Sons Jen said less nepotism, more rare genetics. Yeah. The genetics are definitely crazy. And again, these guys are once one shows an appetite for basketball, the other one is following right behind. A lot of twins being thrown in the sport right now. Mitchell bringing it down the other way. Under 10 to go in the second quarter. They get over to Mobley, who's just subbed back in. Mobley in the corner being guarded by Penda. Great defense from Penda. It's knocked out of bounds by him, so it's going to remain with the Cavs. Horace and Harvey Grant, old school NBA bros. Yep, Chuck and Wes Person is another old school one. Kelvin Battle said Nance Jr. always been nice on the court. I like Nance Jr. a lot. It's a family affair. Very, very true. Very true. Kelvin said, I'll trade you a hoagie for that Knicks hoodie. Sorry, brother. Sorry. Love this Knicks hoodie. Mitchell on the handoff from Thomas Bryant. Driving it down. Stops, spins, fall away midi. Comes up short. Thomas Bryant, the offensive rebound. Flips it back up and comes up short. Batase cleans it up with a rebound. Kicks it out to Penda. Cross court over to De Silva. De Silva has it on the right wing. Dance with it against, is that Tomlin? Dance with it against Tomlin. They get over to Batase. Pump fake. Goes up. Reverse layup. Smokes the layup. Gets his own offensive rebound, though. They shovel it out to Black. Blacked out the lane. They kick it out to Noah Penda for a three. Comes up short. Battle for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Goga Batase. And the ball is going to go back to the Cavs. Batase missing a lot of chippies here. Man. Chai Baby. What's up, Chai Baby? Dominique Wilkins, Gerald Wilkins. Another good one. Another old school one. Mitchell has it up top, being guarded by Black. Crosses over to his left. Pocket pass to Mobley. Down the lane. They kick it out to Thomas Bryant. The right corner three. In and out. Can't get it to stay. Now here comes Anthony Black, bringing it down the other way. Has it up top. Driving it down. Hesitates. Crosses over to his right. Stop. Mid-range jumper over Mitchell. Got it to go. Nothing but net. A nice move from Anthony Black. Didn't know he had an in-between game like that. 28-31. Don't know where I lost that 1 point from. Mitchell down the lane. Kicks it out to Mobley. Swings through to his left. Mobley stops, turns and spins to his right, spins back to his left, pump fake, spins again, fall away jumper, excellent defense from Noah Penda. Come on, Evan Mobley, you got to be able to get a basket on Noah Penda. Noah Penda's a nice defender, but come on, man. Anthony Black swings it out to Bane, a wide open straightaway three, can't get that one to go. Lonzo Ball comes flying in to save that rebound away from Penda. Home run pass from Lonzo over to Thomas Bryant, gets picked off by Bane, bad pass from Lonzo Ball there, and then Thomas Bryant picks up a cheap foul. Fouling Bane. Should be a take foul, as the commentators also take note of. Sturgill said, I cannot believe Lonzo Ball hit all those threes back-to-back and slam dunked on Anthony Black. All right, brother. Kelvin Battle said, play-by-play is awesome. Appreciate you, Kelvin. Appreciate you. We're just hanging out watching some basketball together. Anthony Black has it up top, dancing with it against Tomlin. Trying to direct some traffic here. They lob it down low to Paolo. He's being guarded by Craig Porter Jr. He spins off of him towards the baseline. They kick it out to Penda. Penda swings it around. They get it over to Desmond Bane for another open three. And this time he cashes out, knocking it down straight away. And we're tied at 31, under 8 to go. Hit ahead to Tomlin. Tomlin back to Tyson. Tyson will look for an answer from three. And he gets it right there. Lines it up from the right wing. Anything you can do, I can do better offense. Lonzo gets called for a foul on Anthony Black. A bad reach in from Lonzo there. And he's going to sub out now. Bane is going to sub out. Cleveland holding on to a 3-point lead here. Black gets it into Bataze. Bataze gets it over to Banchero. Banchero coming to his left. Tomlin trying to guard him. Banchero spins off of him to the basket, draws the foul. He's going to go back to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Not liking this Tomlin matchup on Banchero, man. I don't think it's worked out all night so far. I don't think he's gotten one stop on Banchero. And they have isolated that matchup, and they said, go right at him. I like Tomlin a lot as an energy guy, but I don't like him in a one-on-one matchup against a really high-level player like Banchero. Banchero misses the first free throw, though. That's it? You guys don't have any more sibling NBA players for me? What about J.R. Smith and Chris Smith? Y'all remember that? When Chris Smith was on the Knicks with J.R.? That's a niche one right there. Banchero does knock down the second one at least. 7:30 to go, 34-32. It's a 2-point game, a back-and-forth affair we have so far here tonight. They hand it off to Proctor. Proctor gets it over to Tomlin. Tomlin, right corner three. He ain't get that one to go. It was halfway down, but it reamed out. Home run pass over to Jarace Walker. It was a bad pass, but he saves it. Beautiful save from Richardson. Saves it over to Bataze, who did a great job of rushing down the other way. And then Bataze picks up a foul as Tomlin hit him with a nice pump fake. Tyson, jeez, all over the place. Tyson hit him with a nice pump fake. Mixing up Tomlin and Tyson. My bad, guys, my bad. CEO King said it. Antetokounmpo brothers, we named them already. We named those guys already. The Cavs will inbound it to get it into Allen. Allen has it up top. Hands it off to Craig Porter, who tries to throw a lob to Allen, and Allen gets fouled before he could even jump for the lob pass. We're tied at 34. And a timeout from the Orlando Magic. With just under 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Kelvin Battle said, Knicks taking it all this year? I hope so, brother. I hope so. It is definitely a championship season or bust. That is where we're at here with the Knicks. Tomlin has been a nice bout of energy here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He comes into the game, 9 points for him. Tyson has knocked down 3 threes tonight, 9 points for him. 7 points for Tomlin, excuse me. Banchero with 7, Suggs with only 3. He knocked down the first 3 of the game. Anthony Black with 5, Bataze with 2, Richardson with 2. So kind of a helter-skelter game. Definitely a defensive first game. We're approaching the halfway point, and it's 9-11 so far. So definitely a low-scoring effort here tonight from both sides. Obviously, the Magic want to play a slower-paced game and have a lower score outing here tonight. Definitely improves their ability to win. Try Baby said Marvin and Marcus Bagley. No, it's not. That's a under the radar one for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Marvin and Marcus Bagley. There's another one I'm missing where the brother wasn't very good and they just brought him on to help the player that was on the team, like the Chris and J.R. Smith one. Chris Smith was not a good basketball player. They brought him on the team to try and keep J.R. Smith from getting into trouble off the court. which it kind of backfired because that didn't help at all. And they eventually had to get rid of Chris Smith. But I feel like there's an obvious one like that I'm missing. It definitely came across the Knicks. Should also mention, by the way, because they're mentioning it now and I completely forgot. The Orlando Magic are just coming back from their Europe trip. They played 2 games in Europe. They played one, I think, in Paris, right? And the other one was in Germany, like we mentioned. No, it wasn't in Paris. Where was the other one at? I know the one was in Germany, and they played one other game out there against Memphis. And now they had to fly back to the States. So obviously, the travel like that is really rough on the players. So that is probably playing a little bit of a factor as well. Jared Allen knocks down a floater off the inbound there. There you go. Cleveland retakes a 2-point lead here. Trace Walker has it up top. They get it over to Black. Black being guarded by Craig Porter Jr. Jab step coming to his left, driving it down, gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Paolo. Paolo at the foul line. Cross-court pass, Wendell Carter Jr., left corner 3. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound, and Proctor fouls Jace Richardson fighting for the rebound. Calvin Battle said, my wife's making her spaghetti. I got to play 6, so I won't have to eat it. That's crazy, brother. That's crazy. Hop in the kitchen with her and try and make it better. Best advice I can give you. Jace Richardson knocks down the first one as the Orlando Magic are in the bonus. He could tie it up at 36 here. Benzino said, regarding the Spencer brothers, I feel like Pat Spencer doesn't get enough playing time. His brother Cam gets plenty. Pat Spencer is with the Warriors, right? Cam Spencer is with the Grizzlies. Which one are you saying? Let's refer to them as Warriors Spencer and Grizzlies Spencer. Which one doesn't get enough playing time? As Tyson knocks down a nice floater there. Richardson did knock down the free throw, so it's 38-36. Anthony Black along the baseline puts up the jumper, can't get it to go. Wendell Carter Jr. the offensive rebound, and then gets fouled by Jared Allen. He's going to the foul line for 2. Warriors, not enough. Yes. Is that Pat? Yeah, Pat Spencer with the Warriors. I thought so, but I just wanted to make sure. Pat Spencer not getting enough minutes with the Warriors. I mean, with Jimmy Butler being out now, you kind of need an insertion of energy for sure. The Spencer Bros are fun, man. Both of them. They're both really fun. You know, they're an underrated guy that I would, if I'm a championship contending team and I'm looking to add some depth to the end of my bench, I think they're pretty cheap guys who might be able to go out and pry from one of those 2 teams. Especially with the Warriors now, they should probably be sellers. So we'll see. Maybe you have to take on Kuminga's contract in order to get Pat Spencer, but very fun players. Very tough dudes. Wendell Carter Jr. knocked down both of his free throws, and we're tied at 38, and we're halfway through this first quarter. I mean, the second quarter, this first half. Thomas Bryant has it up top, being guarded by Wendell Carter Jr. They hand it off to Tyson, driving to his right, hesitates, stops, turns, spins, and gets fouled by Noah Penda. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Nice strong move from Tyson there. A bad reach for Noah Penda. If Jalen Tyson is going to turn around and shoot a fall-away mid-range jumper like that off the bounce, let him. Just put your hand up and let him do it. Tyson knocks down the first one. Got one more coming. Tyson knocks down both free throws. Here comes Jace Richardson. Past the halfway point here. Banchero has it up top. He's being guarded by Wade. You get it into Wendell Carter Jr. They kick it out to Richardson. Richardson has it up top. Being guarded by Proctor. Coming to his left off the Wendell Carter Jr. screen. Richardson swings it out to nobody. A bad pass from Richardson. He thought Banchero was going to be there on the wing, but he was starting to fade back up. always on the passer's fault. Proctor's bringing it down, giving directions to his teammates. 5:30 to go. Proctor up top, coming to his right at the Mobley screen, who's just subbed in. Mobley has it up top, coming to his left, hands it off to Tyson. Tyson dancing with it, crosses over, pulls it back, crosses back over to his right, hands it off to Proctor, attacking to his left, throws up the floater, in and out, and it stays in for Tyrese Proctor, knocking down the floater there over Jace Richardson. Nice move from him. Cleveland with a 4-point lead now. They get it over to Banchero on the right wing, being guarded by Mobley. Banchero dancing with it. They get it up top. Noah Penda, pump fakes from 3. Driving it down to the lane now, and they hit Penda with a double dribble. Hesitating too much for Penda. Put the ball on the floor and go to the rim. What are you stopping in the mid-range for? You're not a mid-range shooter. Get downhill, brother. Get downhill. Use that size and that strength. Desmond Bane is going to sub in for the final 4.5 minutes here. Tyrese Proctor bringing it down. Coming to his right at the Mobley screen. They get over to Mobley, rolling to the rim. Gets the scoop layup to go over Paolo Banchero off the nice spin. And a timeout for the Magic, as the Cavs have opened up a 6-point lead. Slowly working their way back to their largest lead of the game was 8. Slowly working their way back to that. They previously got the 8-point lead off back-to-back threes. Now, slowly working their way, walking their way back up there with 2-point basket after 2-point basket. Stops and scores. We are at 8 o'clock, so I believe the other game should be tipping off any minute now, right? It's an 8 o'clock start time? Yeah, 8 o'clock start time. Celtics Bulls, so we'll keep an eye on that game, right? We'll be right into the Celtics Bulls game as we're at halftime, so we'll be able to keep an eye on that one, keep it going. (44-38) with 4.5 to go here in the second. Again, a pretty low-scoring game. It's 19-15 in the second quarter. Only 15 second quarter points for the Magic, and they only find themselves down by 6 is a saving grace for them. I know they're more of a slow-paced, defensive, grinded-out type of team, but I don't even think their defense has been all that good today. It's been solid. They've done a really good job of running guys off the three-point line and not giving them clean looks, but man, Cleveland is definitely helping them out. Again, Cleveland's down 4 rotation players, so to be expected that they're going to struggle a little bit to consistently find baskets, especially when guys like Mobley and Mitchell go to sit down. But man, it's been a rough night for the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Magic team that honestly just has not played all that well, specifically offensively. A lot of Noah Penda, a lot of Jace Richardson. Let's load up this Celtics Bulls game over on the second monitor. We'll keep an eye on it. This is an ABC game, so we're going to have to use this stream here. Kansas is playing. Do want to watch some Darren Peterson. I have not seen a full game of Darren Peterson so far this year. The likely number 1 draft pick in the NBA draft in 2026. Here comes Anthony Black bringing it down. Black has it up top, being guarded by Tyson. They try to get it to Bane, turns it over as Dean Wade jumps the passing lane for an easy 2-handed slam going down the other way. Back to an 8-point lead, ties the largest lead of the game for the Cavs. They get it over to Paolo Banchero, mid-post against Dean Wade, bullying his way to the basket and draws the foul on Dean Wade. Paolo Banchero is becoming a bully in this game, just driving guys right to the rim, getting to the foul line. This is exactly how Paolo Banchero should be playing most of these nights, if not all of these nights. He should be a bully going to the basket, not trying to be Carmelo or Durant settling for mid-range pull-up jumpers. Have we seen him even settle for a mid-range jumper here today? I don't think so. It's exactly the way he should be playing. Be a bully out there. You're too big, you're too strong, you're too talented, you're too skilled. Banchero knocks down the first free throw. Got one more coming. (46-39). Banchero. Another perfect trip to the foul line. He's now 5 for 6 from the free throw line. 46-40, 4:15 to go. Mobley gets it over to Proctor. Proctor walks into a straightaway pull-up three. Got it to go, nothing but net for Proctor. He's been a nice spark plug off the bench. Now the largest lead of the game is opened up for the Cavs at 9. 49-40, under 4 to go. Suggs has it up top. Attacking to his left, driving it down. Throws up the floater. Got it to go for Suggs. Answers right back with a little floater there. Here comes Proctor quickly pushing the other way. Giving directions to Thomas Bryant. He has it up top. He's being guarded by Suggs. Coming to his left. Playing with some confidence here. A little pep in his step for Proctor. Swings it out to Thomas Bryant. Bryant gets it over, lobs it over the top to Tyson. Stops, half spin, gets under the rim, leaves it off for Proctor for the easy scoop layup. Great cut for Tyrese Proctor as the Magic defenders out on the perimeter just fell asleep. Here comes Banchero bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Mobley. They go over to Wendell Carter Jr. Carter Jr. fakes the handoff, coming to his left, tries to hand it off to Anthony Black. Proctor knocks the ball loose, but Black able to recover it. He's coming to his left, back up top. Wendell Carter Jr. Paolo Banchero pump fakes, now puts up the straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Thomas Bryant knocks the ball loose. Battle for it. Banchero picks it up, drive it down, tries to go for the scoop layup, and they call the offensive foul on Paolo Banchero, deeming it a wild drive to the basket. I don't even think Thomas Bryant was necessarily set in position there. Actually, he was set, but it's not chest-to-chest contact, but Banchero was wild going to the basket, tried to throw up a wild scoop layup, and they hit him with the charge. So ball going back to the Cavs here after a stop, and they could potentially take the first double-digit lead of the game here on this next possession. 51-42. Mitchell was back in the game. He has it up top. He's being guarded by Anthony Black. 3 minutes to go. They get over to Mobley on the right wing. Mobley coming to his left off a Donovan Mitchell screen, and then Mobley gets blocked out of bounds by Anthony Black. Mobley getting blocked by a guard. It's not a great look. Not a great look. Hey, Hayes said Paolo's super talented. He needs to get back to his game. Got to stop trying to be somebody he's not. He's not a mid-range guy. He's an attack-the-basket guy. Mobley settles for the deep straightaway three, throws up yet another air ball, his second of the game from three-point range. Banchero has it on the left wing. He's being picked up by Mitchell here in a mismatch. Tyson, Proctor forced to switch out into him. Banchero gets down the lane, and instead of shooting the little floater there, decides to try and throw a bullet pass and squeeze it inside the Wendell Carter Jr. It does get knocked out of bounds by the Cavs, so the Magic will at least retain possession. But that's an easy floater, Banchero. You just got to take that shot, brother. Lionel Mona said, trade deadline is coming. Did we make them any move? I do think they will make a move. I think it'll be a really small, tiny baby move on the fringes. I don't think it's going to be a big move at all. They get it in the Wendell Carter Jr. They get it over to Anthony Black. Black has it up top. They get it back to Paolo. Paolo extra pass to Anthony Black, right corner three. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound. Mobley picks it up. He's going to bring it down against Anthony Black. Black trying to apply some full court pressure. Mobley has it, and then Anthony Black picks up a foul. Oh, no. They just stopped the game time. I think Mobley catches a bit of a break there. I definitely think Anthony Black was in prime position to pick up a steal there. Sturrishow said Orlando can never start a half with a lead. You would have to be a good team in order to get one of those. Middling team right now for Orlando. Only 3 games over 500. Got to get back to being healthy. They'll get some leads in the first halves once they get Franz back. Tyson throws it away. Tried to get it into Dean Wade. Threw it over his head. So Orlando takes possession here. And Cleveland has been incapable. They have been incapable of taking this double-digit lead. Orlando's trying. 2:24 to go. And the refs, Kenny Atkinson, I think initially signaled for a timeout and then didn't want the timeout and was walking back to the bench. And then the refs gave him the timeout and he looked at them and he was like, I don't want a timeout. But they're going to give him the timeout anyway. So now Cleveland has to use this timeout. Timeout for Cleveland. 2:24 to go here in the second quarter. It's 51-42, a 9-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's take a look. Somebody asked earlier as well, so let's take a look real quick. The NBA trade deadline is what's the date? When's the trade deadline? Can you give me a date? Can you give me a date? No dates. No dates. Just that it's coming up. Thanks. Thanks, NBA. Probably give us a date. Yeah, February 5th. February 5th. It's 3 p.m. Eastern time. February 5th. So we have a week and a half, about a little less than 2 weeks remaining before the deadline. So we have more than enough time. Trades are not going to get done for at least another week and a half. Here we go. We're back into it. Banchero has it up top. They swing it over to Suggs. Suggs, little pull-up mid-range shot off glass. Got it to go over Tomlin. There you go. They hand it off to Mitchell. Mitchell, inside pass to Tyson. Gets the easy layup. Beautiful pass from Mitchell. Nice slip from the screen from Tyson. And here comes Suggs bringing it down the other way. Crosses over down the lane. Slips and falls. And a foul on Tomlin. Foul on somebody. And it's on the pass, I believe. So it should still... No, they're in the bonus. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Jalen Suggs. We're under 2 to go. 152 here in the second. What was that ESPN update? Just some quotes for the Knicks. So Suggs is at the foul line for 2. Suggs makes the first one. Nice soft bounce off the front of the rim. And Cleveland had their opportunities, man. It's an 8-point lead. They've had their opportunity to extend this to a double-digit lead, and they're just not taking it from the Magic, who definitely tried to hand it on a silver platter to them with some sloppy turnovers and some sloppy shots in the half court for a couple of possessions straight there. Suggs knocks down both free throws. (43) or 53-46. Mitchell has it up top. A 7-point lead. Hesitates, stops, pulls it out all the way to the 3-point line. He has it on the left wing. Mitchell dancing with it. Step back 3 over Wendell Carter Jr. Comes up short. Long rebound. Tyson picks it up. Gets it back over to Mitchell. Mitchell picked up by Bane. They get it over to Ball. Ball hands it off to Mitchell. He's coming to his right. They swing it up top to Tyson. Pump fakes. Down low to Mobley. Mobley in the post against Banchero. Backing him down. Stops. Fall away jumper over Banchero. Gets a nice soft roll as he gets it to go down with a little fall away mid-post baseline jumper. Nice. Nice from Mobley. That's a nice move from Mobley. Banchero gets it over to Carter Jr. Hands it off to Suggs. Suggs driving to his right, down the lane, throws up the floater. Maybe it was a lob. It was a lob over to Wendell Carter Jr., who wasn't expecting it, but he does catch and lay it up and in. And Mobley bringing it down. He has it on the right wing. Mobley's going to put Wendell Carter Jr. right in the post. Was just successful in a similar play. They kick it out to Mitchell. Mitchell pump fakes, driving it down, back out to Mobley. Mobley coming to his right, lobs it out to Tyson. Tyson crosses over, back to Mobley. Mobley swings through to his right, shot clock running down. He spins, loses the handle, and then Suggs picks his pocket, and a foul on Suggs. And Suggs is incensed at the call. Can't believe he's the one who got called with the foul. So the ball is going to stay here with the Cavs and with Mobley. Yep, that's a foul. He grabs the shorts. Grabs the shorts of Mobley. So the Cavs keep possession here. They get it into Mobley. Hands it off to Mitchell. 30 seconds to go. Mitchell driving it down. Leans in. Trying to draw the foul. He doesn't get it. Misses the floater. Paolo Banchero with the rebound. Bringing it down the other way. Banchero up top. They get it out to Anthony Black back up top to Banchero, catches it on the run, down the lane, scoop layup, can't get the layup to go, no foul call. Alonso does a good job knocking the rebound away from Wendell Carter Jr., but does a bad job of saving it to a teammate, so it's going to stay out of bounds, and the ball is going to stay here with the Magic. 55-48, a 7-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers here. Banchero has it up top, shot clock down to 5. They swing it out to Bane, a wide open right wing 3. Terrible defense for the Cavs. Lonzo able to come flying in for the rebound, and now here comes Mitchell. Mitchell heaves it up from the half court, almost banks it in after he split the double team, and that will be the end of our first half. A really low-scoring game for modern basketball, 55-48. Mojo, what's up, Mojo? Did Vegas put the call in for Mitchell? He hadn't scored since 5 minutes in the first. Yeah, Mitchell was sitting on 9 points. He's 4 for 12. No, they didn't put the call in, brother. He is just not shooting it well tonight. Benzino said, February 5th is Hugo Gonzalez's 20th birthday. He was clutch last night for Boston against the Nets in their double overtime win. Yeah, extremely clutch. Knocked down the shot to send it into double overtime. They probably should have just lost the game. But Hugo Gonzalez, who's not a very good three-point shooter, not a consistent three-point shooter at least, knocked down a tough left corner 3. It was wide open. It was a great play drawn up by Mazzulla. Or maybe it was just an audible by the players on the court, but they ended up with a wide open shot. Machiavelli, what's up, Machiavelli? So our Celtics Bulls game has tipped off. Go ahead, pull it up on the other screen over here just so we'll have it ready. All right, maybe not. Refresh the page. Well, they have Inside the NBA on. Are we not playing the basketball game? Is that not what we're doing? I guess that's not what we're doing. Do I got to do this? Yeah, it's not on ABC. All right, they're doing the Lakers-Mavericks game. So this is just going to be... So I have the Amazon Prime stream going on, so let's go ahead and throw this, on League Pass. There we go. There we go. That'll work. So that is 13-14 early in that game there. 13-16. And that was a big old dunk from Matas Buzelis over Derek White. So the Celtics escaped against the Brooklyn Nets. So let's see if they can pull off another victory here against the Bulls. The Knicks hot on their heels yet again. Back in the win column they go. Mojo said, who you got, Lakers, Mavs? Probably the Lakers. Mavs are a subpar team, under mediocrity. And they're led by a rookie, so you just never know. You never know. Machiavelli said, I'm feeling the Lakers tonight. It's got to be the Lakers. I mean, it's hard to put faith in the Dallas Mavericks on a night-to-night basis. Again, they're led by a rookie, led by Cooper Flagg. And as awesome as Cooper Flagg is, when you're led by a rookie, you don't know what you're going to get on a night-to-night basis. You know, it's tough. So, I'd rather lean Luka. Luka, I know what I'm going to get on a night-to-night basis. He's averaging 33, 8, and 9. So I know what I'm getting on a night-to-night basis. Even if I think he's one of the worst watches in the NBA. Got to lean Lakers in that matchup. Late games, you have Heat versus Jazz. Oh, that's it. Heat versus Jazz is the late game, 9:30. Saturday night game, so I guess that makes sense. Then you got Hornets Wizards. You got Knicks 76ers. And then, unfortunately, the Warriors Timberwolves game was postponed. But I was excited for this Celtics Bulls game. It was either that game or this Cavs Magic game. I'm thinking Celtics Bulls is probably going to end up being the more fun game here tonight. But I do think the Cavs and the Magic are probably the better matchup. But we'll just have to wait and see. Coming off a double overtime game last night, by the way, it was double overtime. So we'll see how the Celtics hold up here tonight. Part of the reason why I didn't want to do them. Second night of a back-to-back, and it was a double overtime game. Not great. CEO King said, I'm going to the Mavericks tonight? Are you going Maverick tonight? Like, you think the Mavericks are going to win, or are you going to the game? Are you going to be in the building? $55-48 at halftime is a really underwhelming score. The Cavs barely got 30 in that second quarter. Let's get rid of this and keep the game up. There we go. But the game we covered tonight was the Knicks versus the 76ers. See, okay, so you think the Mavericks are going to win? I mean, possible. Possible. The Lakers have a horrific trend of being terrible defensively. Terrible defensively. Not even bad. Terrible defensively. One of the worst. Actually, let's look it up. Also, let's look up when the NBA playoffs start. April 18th. Okay. Second week of April. Like I thought. Let's look up team defensive rating. Defensive rating leaders. Where are the Lakers? Let's reverse that because they're going to be at the bottom. They are 25th in the league in an defensive rating. Oof. Get these ads out of here. 25th in the league in defensive rating. Oof, that's rough. That's rough. Where are Knicks? Average? Are they average? Are they average? They're 17th. They're hovering around average. All right, and after a horrific week, they've only dropped to 17, so it's not terrible. Not terrible, y'all. It's not terrible. 15 is average, right? There's 30 teams in the NBA, so 15 is average. This is where the Knicks need. The Knicks actually need to be. Let's reverse it, so we're back to one. Knicks need to be in the 15 to 10 area, right here. This is where the Knicks need to be, between the Grizzlies and the Heat, right? And their defensive rating is what? Their defensive rating is 114.9, so they're 0.3 behind Atlanta, 0.6 behind Grizzlies, 0.7 behind the Cavs, and 0.9 behind the Magic. So if they can get up to 13th, which is where the Magic are, and just tick up their defense just that much more, getting to 13th is kind of where you want to be. The issue is not necessarily defense. The issue is that, okay, they've been a middling defensive team. Let's look at their offensive rating. Offensive rating. All right, here, this is offensive and defensive rating. There we go. Get rid of that. So, offensive rating, the Boston Celtics have the number one offense in the NBA right now. Can we get these ads out of here, NBA? My goodness. How do you have pop-ups? You don't make enough money off of us? Jeez. I got 5 streaming services because of you. The Nuggets are 2, and the Knicks are somehow still 3. The Knicks are somehow still 3. They were horrendous for 3 weeks, and they still somehow have managed to keep the 3rd best offense in the NBA. Insane, actually. That's actually an insane development. I did not realize they were still 3. I was expecting them to be like 8 or something. Are they barely 3? Kind of barely 3. They're 0.3 over the Rockets, 0.6 over the Thunder. But they're kind of firmly in the top 5. Because then there's a little bit of a drop-off to 6, which is Minnesota. But if they can improve their defense to around 13, like I said, which is very doable, they're only 1 defensive rating percentage point behind 13 for moving up 4 spots from 17 to 13. It's possible. It's for sure possible for them to do such a thing. And them still being 3, it's definitely still possible for them to even jump up to become the best offense in the NBA with how poorly they've played recently. Net rating, the Knicks have definitely dropped down with some really bad losses, but also that Nets win is going to push them up a little bit, so they're 4. Their net rating is 4. And that's the net rating between the offensive and the defensive rating, not the point differential net rating. So they're at 4, which is 8th. Highest is the Thunder at 12.9. My goodness. My goodness, man. That's because the defensive rating is so high. So high. But the Boston Celtics are number 2, man. My goodness, have they been playing well. Offensive rebounding potential, the Knicks are only 5th. You'd think they'd be a little bit higher, but the Hornets, the Blazers, the Pistons, and the Rockets are above them. Total rebounding percentage, Knicks still high up there? Yeah, they're 4th. They're up there. Turnover percentage. The Knicks are at 7th. Good. Good to be high. Like the field goal percentage, the Knicks are not going to be high enough. No, they're not. They're all the way down here at 11th. So if they can improve their effective field goal percentage, we should be climbing up towards the 1 seed in terms of offensive rating. Overall, though, the standings should be updated, right? They are updated. The Knicks are 27-18. They're back tied for the 3rd seed with the Toronto Raptors. But like I said, they're 1 up in the loss column, which is exactly where you want to be. And they're a game and a half behind the Boston Celtics for that 2 seed, 2 back in the loss column. So they need the Celtics to lose today against the Bulls. Big Bulls fans today. Big Bulls fans. Bulls with an early 5-point lead. Rooting for them, man. Rooting for them hard. Outside of that, we go down to the Western Conference here. Oklahoma City, 37-9. Obviously the best record in the NBA. Detroit, though, I think it's an underrated story this year. Detroit's not far away from Oklahoma City. If we go to the league standings instead of conference standings, how far is Detroit down below them? A game and a half? 3.5 games. That's because Detroit's played 3 more games. They're only 2 back in the loss column, though, which is crazy to me. Crazy. With the start that Oklahoma City got off to, 24-1 to be 37-9 now, back down to earth they go. Back down to earth they go. They are not going to reach 70 wins this year, but they might reach 68. They might reach 68, which is, once you get to high 60s. But I don't think they're one of the greatest teams of all time. Definitely don't. Herter 3, line me up. There you go, Kevin Herter. 6-point lead for the Bulls early in the game, 23-17. 4.5 to go in that first quarter. Keeping an eye on it for sure. We want to keep that there. And then we want to go here. Back to the scores. Check the box score. Check the team stats, actually. Do that first. So 41-40 in terms of shot attempts. So the possession battle is pretty even. Right, over the course of the basketball game, you want to win the possession battle, help you win the basketball game. But the Cavs have made 5 more shots than the Magic. 20 made field goals to 15. 8 made threes to 4 made threes. And you only have a 7-point lead at halftime? Would not be not too encouraging for Cavs that they only hold a 7-point lead, even though they made 4 more threes and ultimately 5 more shots than the Magic. The Magic have done a great job. This is what's keeping them in the game. They have done a great job of getting to the foul line and knocking down their free throws. They're 14-16 from the foul line, where the Cavs are only 7 for 9. 22 rebounds for the Magic to 18 for the Cavs. They are winning the rebounding battle. 13 assists to 11, about even. 5 steals to 3, 1 block to 1, 7 turnovers to 8 turnovers. So pretty much everything else, 22 paint points to 20 paint points. Everything else is pretty even. Largest lead of the game was 9 for the Cavs and 3 for the Magic. And the Cavs have led for 77% of the game. Magic only 9% of the game. So obviously momentum has definitely favored the Cavs today, even though it is in Orlando. But we talked about Orlando having the European trip, right? Had to fly overseas and then fly back to America to play these games, and that's tough travel right there. I mean, We tend to talk about West Coast road trips as tough travel. Flying out to Germany, to Berlin, to play some basketball games, and then flying back to America in the regular season and not having a ton of days off. As a matter of fact, let's look at the schedule real quick before we get back to this, to the second half here. So the two games they had out West Coast was the 15th and the 18th. So they had 2 days off, Thursday, and then they played Sunday, and then they had only 1 day off, and then they played Charlotte. No wonder they lost that game. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Well, I don't want to hear it because the Knicks played an extra game that technically doesn't count. So that's definitely hurt them. Here we go, though. Let's get started for the second half here. Let's get ourselves situated. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No! No! I spilled my water again. And I don't have paper towels to clean it up with today. All right, well, you're just going to have to stay there. Water, you're just going to have to stay there, water. Don't bother anybody. Yeah, no paper towels down here anymore. I used them all up the other day. All right. We open up the second half. Anthony Black fires up a three, can't get it to go. And now the Cavs will bring it down the other way. They're holding on to a 7-point lead. Their largest lead was 9. They were incapable of building up the 10-point lead, the double-digit lead. See if they can do it here in the second half. Mitchell drives to his right, throws up the floater off glass, and Donovan Mitchell knocks it down, tying the largest lead of 9. And Jalen Suggs will bring it down the other way. Suggs has it up top to get over to Bane. Bane gets it over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. holding on to it, hands it off to Bane, coming to his left, leaves it off for Carter Jr. Pass fake in the middle of the lane, puts up the jumper, got it to go for Carter Jr. 57-50. And Mobley will bring it down. Mobley has it on the right wing. Hands it off to Tyson. Tyson dancing around the Mobley screen. Driving it down along the baseline now. Tried to go up and slam it over Wendell Carter Jr. and got stuffed at the rim. Great defense from Carter Jr. It's a 5-on-4 as Tyson hit the floor. Carter Jr. rewarded with a three, and he knocks it down, and it's a 4-point game yet again. Carter Jr. has come out a man on a mission. Knocks down the mid-range jumper, gets the block shot, and is rewarded with a 3-point shot on the other end. Jared Allen gets it out to Wade, back to Mitchell. Mitchell has it up top. He's being guarded by Black. Mitchell dancing with it. Steps back, swings it out to Tyson. Tyson gets it over to Allen. Allen back to Tyson. Coming to his left, snakes it to his right hand to get it out to Mitchell. Pump fakes. One dribble in, 3-point shot. At the buzzer, can't get it to go. Good box out from Suggs on Allen. Carter Jr. able to grab the rebound. Now Paolo the other way, swings through, trying to draw the foul, doesn't get the call, and it's out of bounds. And they're going to keep it here with Orlando. Paolo can't believe there wasn't a foul called. He's incensed at the non-call. Jeff Brown, yes, sir. Magic storm and comeback, though. Cavs still incapable of building up that double-digit lead. And Carter Jr. misses a post shot. Now Mitchell the other way over to Mobley. Mobley gets called for a foul there, and Paolo is very upset. Wanted the foul on the other end. Didn't get it, and now he gets hit with the cheap foul here on Mobley. Very similar contact. So Mobley's at the foul line for 2. A little bit of a case to maybe use the challenge there, but I understand why not. Mobley knocks down his first free throw. He's got another one coming. Mobley knocked down 2 free throws previously. Paolo's got a little bit of a frustrated face. That could either go one of two ways. That could take him out of his game, or that could energize him to really get it going here. Mobley knocks down both. And Anthony Black has it up top. Under 10 to go. Get over to Bane. Bane being guarded by Wade. Coming to his right. Pocket pass to Carter Jr. Loses the ball. Mobley picks it up. Good defense from Mitchell to get his hand in there. Mobley hands it off to Mitchell. Pump fakes. Driving to his right down the lane. Scoop layup with the right hand. Bouncing on the rim. Can't get it to go. Paolo Banchero with the rebound. He's going to bring it down the other way. Paolo putting his head down. Attacking. Mitchell forced to pick him up. They lose track of Suggs. But Suggs was out of bounds when he caught the ball on the baseline cut. You got to stay in bounds, big dog. You got to stay in bounds. Wide open under the basket. And now here comes Mitchell the other way. 6-point lead for the Cavs. Pocket pass to Jared Allen down the lane. Big one-handed hammer for Jared Allen. There you go, brother. Way to go to the rim aggressively. Back up to 8. The Cavs go. Desmond Bane has it up top. Coming to his right. Has it up top. Being guarded by Mobley. Tries to get out to Anthony Black. Mitchell jumped the passing lane and knocked it out of bounds. Good defense from Mitchell. Bad pass from Bane. They get it into Suggs. Suggs being guarded by Tyson. Attacking to his left. Leaning in. Stepping back. Pulls it out. In and out dribble. Coming to his right. Down the lane. Leaves it off for Carter Jr. Gets blocked by Jared Allen. Saves it out to Black. Black a three. No, they call it a jump ball. They call it a jump ball between Allen and Wendell Carter Jr. as he was up in the air as he got blocked. And he came down with it. Never dropped the ball. Never dropped the possession. So it's going to be a jump ball between Jared Allen and Wendell Carter Jr. So jump ball between Jared Allen and Wendell Carter Jr. here. And the Cavs win the tip. Now here comes Mitchell bringing it down the other way. Mitchell coming to his right. Hesitates. Pulls it out. Being guarded by Wendell Carter Jr. Mitchell on the right wing. Dancing with it. Euro steps down the lane. Throws up the floater. Mitchell can't get the floater to go. And now here comes Bane pushing it the other way. Again, great opportunity to go up by double digits, and they can't. Bane has it up top being guarded by Mobley. Swing it out to Black, back up top to Bane. Bane being guarded by Mobley, attacking to his left, takes him off the bounce. They kick it out to Paolo Banchero for a wide open right wing three, can't get it to go. Mitchell grabs it, home run pass to Wade. Wade throws up a wild reverse layup, and he got it to go. A wild reverse layup for Dean Wade. It was a bad pass from Donovan Mitchell. He caught it under the rim, and he just kind of had to flip it up behind his head on the other side of the rim, and he got it to go down. Nice soft touch for Dean Wade there. Under 9 to go now, a little over 8. And a 10-point lead has finally been built up by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's see if they can take advantage of this lead. In this low-scoring affair, a 10-point lead is a little bit more than what I would normally give it credit for, right? Normally, a 10-point lead in modern basketball is nothing. That's 2 threes and a layup. That's nothing. We have one good defensive. We knock down a 3, have a nice defensive stop. We come down, knock down another 3 in transition. All of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. We're back into it. So a 10-point lead is nothing, right? That could be, in 2 possessions, that could be taken right away. But in a game like this, where points are hard to come by, it's a low-scoring affair, it's a slow-paced game, a 10-point lead is a lot. 10-point lead is a lot. K. Hazy said Wade was wide open, and D. Mitch said nope. Jeff Brown said we don't mind to win ugly. I mean, you have to win ugly, especially in the regular season. You got to win ugly more times than not. More times than not, you're gonna have to dig out some ugly wins. Like the Knicks dug out an ugly win today. Right? Came down the stretch there. That was gonna be difficult, knowing that the Phillies played a ton of close games, and they were able to pull it out at the end. Didn't give it away. 8-point lead with 40 seconds to go. Didn't give it away. We'll take it. Let's keep an eye on the Celtics-Bulls game. Keep an eye on it. 28-30 at the end of 1. Okay. Don't let me down, Chicago. Don't let me down. We need the Celtics. The Nets let us down. Double overtime game, and the Nets couldn't pull it off. Don't let me down, Chicago. Here we go. We're checking back in. So the first double-digit lead of the game goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers, who've held the lead here tonight majority of the time, probably now close to 80% of the game. It was 77 at halftime, and they've led, obviously, the entirety of the second half so far. And we're 4 minutes into the third quarter here. So I'd say probably about 80% of the game the Cavs have led. Now with their largest lead of the game, 10 points. Good timeout from Orlando. See what they can do here. Tristan Da Silva comes in for Jalen Suggs, who's not been as effective as he kind of needs to be. Part of the reason why Orlando's down tonight. Jeff Brown said, we all agree we don't like Boston. Nobody likes Boston except for Boston. At least nobody should like Boston except for Boston. Here we go. Orlando bringing it down. Let's see what they got. Wendell Carter Jr. has it up top. Crosses over to his right down the lane. Can't get the layup to go. Good defense from Mobley. Looked like he got a block on it. And Paolo couldn't power through it. They get it out to Mitchell down low. Hangs in the air. Gets blocked by Carter Jr. Good defense from him. And a technical on Jamal Mosley. Jamal Mosley very upset with the lack of foul calls that Paolo was getting tonight. And that's just a clean block from Mobley. That's just a clean block from Mobley. Can't complain about that, in my opinion. But that's a coach right there fighting for his player. Take notes, Mike Brown. Take notes. But Donovan Mitchell misses the free throw. So ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Ball back to Orlando here. Under 8 to go in this third quarter. And now Anthony Black bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking. They kick it out to De Silva, who subbed in for subs. They get it over to Bane. Bane dances with it against Wade. Crosses over to his right. Some fancy ball handling here to the rim. Can't get the scoop layup to go. And Mobley with the rebound. Quick outlet to Mitchell. Mitchell will bring it down. Currently holding on to a 10-point lead, and points are hard to come by tonight. They hand it off to Mitchell. Mitchell driving it down at the foul line. They swing it out to Mobley. Mobley on the left wing. They have it up top. Dancing with it. Dancing with it. Dancing with it. Coming to his right. They kick it out to Tyson. Coming to his left. Driving it down to the paint, leaves it off for Allen. Allen, double teamed, tries to kick it out to Mitchell, but gets knocked out of bounds by De Silva. Good defense from the Magic. A little too much standing around for the Cavs. They got to get some more ball movement into there, some more player movement into their offense right now. Mitchell's got to inbound it, directing traffic. They throw it out to Jared Allen. Right wing three for Jared Allen with the shot at the shot clock buzzer, and he throws up an air ball. Hit the side of the backboard, doesn't hit the rim, and it's a shot clock violation. That was the 8th three-pointer Jared Allen took. And Anthony Black will bring it down. We're approaching the halfway point of this third quarter. And a foul, is that on Mobley? Foul on Mobley. No, Donovan Mitchell foul. Off-ball foul. Mitchell will come out of the game. Jared Allen will come out of the game. Lonzo Ball and Naquan Tomlin coming in. February 1st? February 1st, they said the reserves will be named. Interesting. The All-Star starting reserves. The All-Star reserves, obviously. Bane down the lane on a nice backdoor cut. Good pass from Wendell Carter Jr., and Bane gets the layup. 63-55 now. And Lonzo Ball will bring it down. Under 7 to go, approaching the halfway point. They get it out to Mobley. Mobley's going to line up a three. Way off on that one. Throws up a brick. Paolo Banchero with the rebound. Here comes Black. They kick it over to Bane. Bane down the lane. They kick it in the corner to Wendell Carter Jr. for a three. He's been excellent tonight. Can't get that three to go. He comes up short. And Tyson with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Good job not turning that ball over against Bane. They swing it out to Lonzo Ball. Right wing three for him. Lonzo lines it up for three. Nothing but net. And an 11-point lead for the Cavs. Their largest lead now. Bane gets it over to Anthony Black. Dancing with it against Dean Wade. Black coming to his left. Hesitates. Steps back for a three. Knocks that one down. Anything you can do, I can do better offense. 66-58. Halfway through this third quarter now. 6 minutes to go. Now under 6 minutes to go. Jalen Tyson has it up top. Steps back to kick it out to Lonzo. He pump fakes. Kicks it back over to Tyson. Tyson on the right corner three. In and out halfway down. He can't get it to stay. Mobley, the offensive rebound, has it down low and then gets fouled by Bane. (66-58). It's an 8-point game. Let's see if that technical by Jamal Mosley has any effect on this game. See if they officiated differently. See if he can rally his team a little bit here. Bane comes out. Jace Richardson comes back in. Mobley hands it off to Tyson. Tyson coming to his right, snaking it down the lane. Loses the handle on the ball. The ball's still loose. And Tristan De Silva able to pick it up. De Silva has it up top. Swings it out to Carter Jr. Gets it over to Black. Black down the lane. Stop, fall away midi over Lonzo. And he gets fouled by Lonzo Ball in the fall away mid-range jump shot. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Not a great foul from Lonzo Ball, as Orlando can cut the lead back down to 6 here. Anthony Black at the foul line for 2. Anthony Black misses the first one. He's got another one coming. Anthony Black does knock down the second one, at least for Orlando. 66-59. 5:30 to go. Under 5:30 to go. And Lonzo Ball will bring it down. Ball gets it over to Allen. Allen up top. Hands it off to Craig Porter Jr. Stops. Fall away foul line jumper in the paint. Got to go for Craig Porter Jr. Any bench production that they can find is very much welcomed for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Lead back up to 9. Here comes Paolo Banchero bringing it down the other way. They get over to Anthony Black. Catches it on the run. All the way to the basket. Scoop layup. Got to go past Naquan Tomlin. Under 5 to go now. Here comes Cleveland. Lonzo Ball gets it over to Jared Allen. Jared Allen has it up top. Gets it out to Naquan Tomlin. Tomlin attacking to his right. Spins to his left. Pump fake. Kicks it out to Tyson. Tyson will line up a right wing 3. Way off on that one. Rushed it. Jace Richardson with a nice strong rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Richardson has it up top. Dancing with it. Being guarded by Lonzo Ball. They get over to Banchero. And then Jared Allen just comes over and fouls him. Bad foul from Jared Allen. Why do that? They're trying to build momentum. They don't have a ton of momentum. Nas Delan. What's up, Nas Delan? Thanks for covering the games important in so many ways. No problem, brother. No problem. We're going to cover as many games as we possibly can. It is a one-man band. If I could do at least 2 games every single night, I would. I'm just one man. I'm just one man. Anthony Black gets it over to Banchero. Gets the Banchero back to Black on the inbounds. Can't get the 3 to go. Lonzo Ball with the rebound. Lonzo will bring it down now. Hit ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell on the left wing, up top by the half-court line. 68-61. Mitchell coming to his left. Driving it down. Stop, pump fake, leans in. Layup. Got it to go for Donovan Mitchell against Anthony Black. Just too big, too talented for that matchup right there. Anthony Black was definitely looking at Mo Wagner for a little bit of help, and he didn't provide it. They get over to Banchero. Banchero up top. Attacking to his right up the Wagner screen. Gets in the lane. They kick it out to Richardson. A left corner 3 for Richardson. He can't get it to go. Mo Wagner, the offensive rebound. He can't get the putback to go, and then Jared Allen finally cleans it up with the rebound. And Lonzo Ball will bring it down the other way. Hit ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell quickly attacking to his left. Stop, half spin, gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Tomlin. Tomlin under the rim, crosses over down the lane, and then throws it away. Doing too much there. And now De Silva walks in, gets it over to Richardson. Richardson kicks it out to Wagner. Wagner gets swatted out of bounds by Jared Allen. Good hustle from Jared Allen. Thomas Bryant comes in for Jared Allen. 3:30 left here in the third quarter. It's a 9-point lead for the Cavs, 70-61. Anthony Black tries to get in. Gets knocked out of bounds again by Tomlin this time. $3:30 to go. And they get it into Banchero, being guarded by Tomlin. This is a matchup Banchero's dominated most of the night. He's going to put his head down and attack. Takes some contact, puts it above glass, and he does get the foul call that time. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Tomlin now upset with the foul call. Checking in on our Bulls Celtics game, tied at 39. Okay. Lakers, Mavs have also tipped off. I guess we'll keep an eye on that one until the end of the night. That one's too early to really give a favor to so far. Tied. We're at 9-7. Tied at 39 with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, though, for Celtics Bulls. Ruined hard for the Bulls, man. Ruined hard for the Bulls. Banchero at the foul line. He knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Not what I need. What I need. Here we go. This is what I needed to do. Here we go. So Banchero goes 2 for 2 from the foul line yet again. He's been fantastic from the foul line. And the Cavs will bring it down looking for an answer. It's back to a 7-point lead for the Cavs, 70-63. Mitchell up top, driving to his right, leans in, throws up the lob, and Thomas Bryant can't get the dunk to go down, but he does get fouled, so he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 3:13 to go. Foul on Mo Wagner. Wagner's been a bit of a foul machine tonight. So is Tomlin. Tomlin has 4. Lonzo Ball has 3. And that was Mo Wagner's 3rd. I feel like Mo Wagner has 1,000 fouls tonight, but it's only his 3rd. Thomas Bryant knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. He does miss the second one. Got to knock down your free throws. So it's back to an 8-point game. Paolo Banchero off the handoff, driving it down. He has it in the mid-range. Cross-court pass to Black. They swing it out to Richardson. He's going to pump fake and drive to his left. Down the lane, leaves it off for Mo Wagner, and Mo Wagner gets the layup. He wants the foul too. But it's back to 6. Stops and scores for Orlando to get back into this one. Mitchell bringing it down. Dancing with it, crosses over to his left, down the lane, and a moving screen on Thomas Bryant. So the ball going back to the Magic here. There's a stop. Can they get a score? We're going to get a full timeout from the Cavs. To be expected. Needed a full timeout. Got to talk about this. You got to talk about this. Take a look at our Boston-Chicago game. Put it up on the second screen over here. Boston with the 3-point lead, 42-39. Kobe White with the ball, attacking. They kick it out. Buzelis, pump fakes, being guarded by Pritchard, and he gets hit with a travel. Buzelis gets hit with the travel. So a full timeout from the Cavs here. Mitchell leading the way with 13 points, but he's 6 for 18. My goodness. Donovan Mitchell, brother, what is that? What is that? We didn't look at the box score at halftime. It's been a pretty low-scoring affair, so it didn't feel like it was too necessary to take a look at it. It was more important to take a look at the team stats. Jalen Tyson leads them in scoring yet again here tonight. It's nice to have a guy they can go to and whatnot when Donovan Mitchell is not leading the way, but this is, you're missing 4 rotation guys, and your best player is 6 for 18, and you're holding on to a 6-point lead. And your second best player in Mobley's 3 for 11, and 0 for 4 from 3, and Mitchell's 1 for 6 from 3. So, in my opinion, if you're the Cavs, you'll take it. Take it. Nice production off the bench between Proctor and Tomlin. 14 points between the two of those guys. Thomas Bryant's giving you 1. Lonzo's hit a 3. Craig Porter Jr. with 2. So overall, that's 14, 5, 19, 20 points off the bench is not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. As far as the Magic go, Banchero with 11 and Bane with 14. Anthony Black with 11. Suggs has only played 20 minutes. He's got 7 points. Not too effective for Jalen Suggs tonight. He's actually a -10 out there. Off their bench, Richardson with 4, Wagner with 4. Penda hit no, he didn't hit a 3. He had an and 1. 3 points for Penda. Bataze played 5 minutes. He's got 2. Jeb Brown said Spetta sometimes gets going in the fourth. Yeah, he's definitely a fourth quarter guy for sure. 6 for 18 is definitely a rough night, though. On a night where they need somebody to step up. Both teams definitely look very tired out there. Dog days of the regular season, man. Dog days of the regular season. So here comes Richardson. Hands it off to Banchero. Banchero bringing it down against Tomlin. This has not been a good matchup for the Cavs here tonight. Banchero up top, coming to his right off the De Silva screen. They get it over to De Silva as he picks and pops for a 3. Comes up short. Lonzo with the rebound and a running start, pushing it the other way. Lonzo pulls it all the way out. Has it up top, swings it over to Tomlin. Pump fakes, swings through to his right, back up top the ball. Ball coming to his right. Swings it out to Craig Porter Jr., attacking to his left, down the lane, off a one-legged floater, hit the front of the rim, but gets a friendly bounce as he gets it to drop down. Back up to 8. The Cavs go. Keeping the Magic an arm's distance away. Anthony Black gets it over to Banchero. Banchero being guarded by Tomlin. They get it to Mo Wagner. He's being guarded by Ball. Ball jumps the post up and knocks the ball loose and saves it over to Tomlin. Excellent defense from Lonzo Ball. They get over to Mitchell. Quick crossover to his left down the lane. Hangs in the air. Layup. Got it to go. Explosive move for Donovan Mitchell, and they retake a double-digit lead, which in a game like this feels like 20. It feels like a 20-point lead. Paolo walks into a pull-up three. Way off on that one. Lonzo skies for a rebound. Nice minutes for Lonzo Ball here now. Here comes Craig Porter Jr. bringing it down the other way. Gets it up top to Lonzo Ball. They swing it over to Mitchell. Mitchell on the left wing. Driving it down, putting his head down, attacking in the lane. Scoop layup. Got it to go. Up by 12. The Cavs go. They're getting on a little bit of a streak here. Magic in danger of falling behind heavy. Here comes Jace Richardson. He has it up top, being guarded by Porter Jr. They get over to Banchero. Swings through to his left, and a foul on Tomlin out on the perimeter, and they're in the bonus. So 2 free throws for Paolo Banchero with 1:20 to go here in the third quarter. Martinez Maynard with the Martinez. Tyson coming back in eventually. He'll eventually come in. He's their leading. Actually, Mitchell just overtook him as the leading scorer, but he's their second leading scorer tonight. So they definitely. Oh, he's up out the scores. He's going to the scores table now. So he's going to check in. So Paolo's at the foul line for 2. Knocks down the first one. He's been excellent at the foul line tonight. He's only missed 1 free throw. Bane and Suggs also check in together here. Paolo knocked down the first free throw. He's got 1 more coming. You can get it back to 10. And he misses the second free throw. Thomas Bryant with the rebound, but he can't save it. A reckless save. They get it over to Franz Wagner. He's going to drive it down, and a blocking foul on Thomas Bryant is going to send Mo Wagner to the foul line for 2. Disastrous stint there for Thomas Bryant. Paolo actually misses a free throw after he's been excellent. Thomas Bryant can grab the rebound and recklessly saves it in bounds over the head of Lonzo, flies back into Orlando's hands. They swing it around, and then he runs back in and picks up a blocking foul, and Mo Wagner going to the rim. Now Mo Wagner at the foul line for 2. Mo Wagner's first trips to the foul line, I believe, and he knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Knocks it back to 10. He can knock it to 9 here. $1:13 to go here in the third quarter, 77-67. And Mo Wagner goes 2 for 2 from the foul line, and it's back to a single-digit lead. 77-68, Cavs holding on. And 1 minute to go here in the third. Mitchell has it up top. Banchero switches onto him. Mitchell's going to dance with it. Crosses over to his left. Down the lane, goes up with the layup. Got it to go for Donovan Mitchell. And a tough, strong drive for the Cavs. Back up by 11 they go. 1 minute to go. Now here comes Suggs. Suggs has it up top, directing traffic. Being guarded by Porter Jr., coming to his left. Gets it down low to Wagner. Leaves it off for Banchero. Goes to the rim, gets blocked, but a foul. So Paolo Banchero back to the foul line for 2 more free throws. A hack fest going on here in this end of this third quarter. Banchero doing exactly what he should be doing. Putting his head down, going to the rim, drawing fouls. He's done a great job of doing that tonight. Outside of a couple of threes, I don't think he's taken a mid-range shot today. I love the game he's playing. He's got to knock down some threes. He's taking them. He's just not knocking them down. But absolutely love that he hasn't settled for a single mid-range pull-up jumper here tonight. And a challenge here by the Cavs. They're going to use a full timeout in the challenge. Got to show me the replay again. There was a ton of contact. Let's see it. Clean. Yeah, it's a clean block from Craig Porter Jr. Who gets imminent possession? Ball is loose. Who picks up the loose ball? To me, that looks clean. And Jace Richardson looks like he picks up imminent possession. Yeah, he does. So the ball should remain with Orlando, even if this is a successful challenge. RWP, what's up, RWP? He said Alonzo is buns. At best, bench player. I mean, he is a bench player, brother. He is coming off the bench. He's been kind of out of the rotation. When fully healthy, he's probably not going to be in the rotation for the Cavs. He's not had a good year. Not had a good year. Pretty decent game tonight, though, Alonzo. 3 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. The 3 points, he did knock down 1 3 tonight. Celtics up by 5 against the Bulls, 48-43. They're approaching the halftime here. 3:45 to go in the second. Jeff Brown said, Craig, he's been blocking shots since college. He has been. He has been indeed. Successful challenge. So Orlando is imminent possession. Ball goes back to, or stays with Orlando, I should say. Great block from Craig Porter Jr. Skied into the air, hung in the air, waited for Paolo to bring the ball up, and then swiped at the ball. Excellent patience for Craig Porter Jr. to just continue to hang in the air and wait for Paolo to bring the ball to him. And then when the ball became available, he smacks it away. So 68-79, 11-point lead for the Cavs, but Orlando retains possession. Good job for Jace Richardson to play through the whistle and grab that loose ball. So 50 seconds to go here in the third, and Orlando's not done a good job of cutting into this lead here at all. Suggs will inbound it. They get it into Banchero up top. They get it over to Wagner. Hands it off to Bane. Driving to his left down the lane. Gets caught in the air. And tries to kick it in the corner to Suggs, but gets knocked out of the air by Craig Porter Jr. Again, another good defensive play by him. So Orlando has to inbound it again. 6 seconds on their shot clock. Quickly throw it in the Bane. Pump fakes, driving to his left down the lane. Off the wrong foot floater, and he gets it to roll down. Looked like maybe it might pop out, but he gets it to drop down. Here comes Donovan Mitchell the other way. It's a 9-point game, 79-70. 30 seconds to go. Final 30 seconds of the quarter. Forgot to restart the timer. Final 30 seconds of the quarter. Mitchell has it up top. He's going to hold it for as long as he can. It's 13-second difference, so Orlando will get the ball back. Mitchell down the lane, swings it out to Thomas Bryant. A bad pass, but Thomas Bryant recovers and knocks down the 3 anyway. And back up by 12, the Cavs go. Orlando really struggling. Mostly because they can't knock down any threes, man. Bane down the lane. Loose ball. Suggs able to pick it up off the bad pass. Shovels it down low to Mo Wagner. He can't get the layup to go, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. Mo Wagner smoked the layup at the end there, and it's 82-70. 70 points through 3 quarters is definitely a rough look. 82 is not so great either, but at least they're on pace for over 100. Whereas the Magic scored 23 in the first, 25 in the second, and now 22 in the third. A rough outing for Orlando's offense tonight. $19 for Mitchell. He's up to 19. 15 for Tyson. Only 10 for Mobley. As for Orlando, they're not getting buckets from anybody. Desmond Bane with 16, 6 for 10 from the field. Maybe he could do a little bit more, I guess. It looks like Suggs on a little bit of a minutes restriction, only playing 21 minutes. Banchero with 12. 8 of his 12 points coming from the free throw line. He's 2 for 9 from the field. I think he's doing a great job of attacking the basket. I definitely prefer this version of Paolo Banchero, but you still got to give me more than 12. All your points can't come from the foul line. You got to give me some more. He's 0 for 3 from three-point range. Let's say he knocks down all 3 of his threes. That's 9 points added to it. He's got 21. He would have 21 points here tonight, which would be solid. But instead, he's sitting with 12, and his team has 70 points. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist for Paolo tonight. Not a good night for Orlando's offense at all. Not sure what we could take from it overall. Just, I think a lot of the travel catching up with them. Some mileage put on them for sure. 56-48, 8-point lead for the Celtics. And they get the ball back here. Chicago struggling to keep up as the game goes on. Boston taking up their defense. We can take a look here real quick. 56-48. 24-20. Lakers over the Mavs. That's still a close one. 3 minutes in the first. Buzelis tried to get another poster there. Knocked out of bounds. Is going to stay with Chicago. Here we go. We're going to check back in. Start of the fourth quarter. Throw 12 minutes up on the clock and may the best team win. Here we go. NBM said Flag is a good player, impressive, incredibly good player. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. I don't even think there should be a doubt. That man is Rookie of the Year. He's been incredible. RWP said, I thought he was going to be the next Jamal Crawford or something stingy like that. I don't know about that, brother. Jamal Crawford's a one-on-one. You're not going to see too many other players in the NBA ever come in and play like Jamal Crawford again. Lonzo bringing it down. They get over to Mitchell, and they just have fundamentally different playing styles throughout the career. He's a pass-first defensive guy, whereas Jamal Crawford was a bucket getter. Mitchell got blocked by Bane. Mitchell arguing that it should be a foul as he got hit on the wrist in the floater attempt. But either way, he picks up a cheap foul in the backcourt, and now the Magic will bring it down the other way. It's already one foul picked up for the Magic. Chase Richardson bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Proctor. They get over to Suggs. Suggs swings through to his right off the Wagner screen, pulls it out, crosses over to his left, steps back for a three. Over Tomlin, comes up short. Oh, but he gets a nice friendly bounce off the front of the rim, and he gets it to drop down. Is that a three? No, it's a long two. Looked like he had his toe on the line. Long two for Jalen Suggs. Mobley hands it off to Mitchell, coming to his right. Stop, kicks it out to Tomlin. Hesitates from three, driving it down on Penda, throws up the floater, and Tomlin got it to go down. Tomlin's provided a really nice spark off the bench for the Cavs today. Normally does it with, defense or a big highlight dunk. Today he's just been solid. He's knocked down 2 threes, gotten to the rim a couple of times. This time a nice stop and floater. Doesn't have to go all the way, isn't reckless there. Bane down the lane, they kick it up top to Mo Wagner. Shooting at three, knocks that one down. He shot a couple of earlier in the game and he missed them all, but this time he knocks down a nice big three. They need some perimeter shots from the Magic here if they want to come back into this one. Lonzo Ball has it up top, directing traffic. They get over to Tomlin, back to Ball. Ball on the left wing. He's going to line up a three, trying to get it back. And he does just that. Knocks down a left wing three off the handoff from Tomlin. Anything you can do, I can do better offense. Here comes Suggs. He has it up top, being guarded by Tomlin. In and out dribble coming to his left. Hesitates, gets it down low to Wagner. Nice screen and roll. Nice pass from Suggs. Now the Suggs-Wagner connection starting to get electrified here, starting to wake up a little bit. Mitchell has it up top, being guarded by Penda on a switch. Mitchell's going to go to work, crosses over to his left. Euro steps down the lane to kick it out to Mobley. A wide open straightaway three. He's also been off, but just like Mo Wagner, he answers with a three of his own. Back up by 13, the Cavs go. Their largest lead of the game. Down the lane, Bane goes, and he throws it away to Lonzo Ball. Good defense from the Cavs. Bad offense from Bane. Down the lane, Proctor goes all the way to the rim, beating the Magic down the court, gets chased down, blocked by Jalen Suggs, but does get fouled by Penda. So Tyrese Proctor is going to go to the foul line for two, who, like Naquan Tomlin, has provided a really nice spark off the bench for the Cavs. The Cavs missing 4 rotation players, relying on a lot of other guys off the bench, and they have come through for them here tonight. Jeff Brown, he does our energy guy for sure. For sure. See, okay, can you see if Sam Hauser got injured in the Boston game? I can check real quick. Proctor does knock down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Now 14-point lead for the Cavs, and it looks like they're going to start pulling away here. Hauser's played 9 minutes. It looks like it. And Amari Williams, I don't know why he started. But Sam Hauser's only played 9 minutes tonight. Probably got injured. Proctor knocked down both free throws. Suggs has it up top to get over to Mo Wagner. Down the lane he goes, off the faked handoff, and he gets fouled by Mobley. And Mo Wagner is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws with 9:40 to go. to 77, a 15-point lead for the Cavs here with 9:40 to go in the fourth. For an Orlando team that has really struggled to score the ball tonight, this is a big ask to make this comeback here. Mo Wagner does knock down the first free throw. I mean, I guess if they are, it's going to be on timely shot making, but also mostly from the foul line, stopping the clock and getting to the foul line. They've done a great job of that tonight. Part of the reason why they aren't down by 20 here. Mo Wagner goes 2 for 2 from the foul line yet again, knocking down his free throws, knocks the lead back down to 13 here. 92 to 79. Mitchell bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Black. Crossing over to his left, steps back, kicks over to Mobley. Mobley will line up a straightaway three. They're daring him to shoot it. He obliges. He comes up short. Long rebound. Now back out to Mobley. Inside to Tomlin. Tomlin under the rim. Kicks it out. Lonzo Ball has been on fire from three. Can't get that one to go. Bain with the rebound. The 5-on-4 is Tomlin still left in the backcourt. They leave it off for Anthony Black. Pass fake. Cavs do a good job of matching back up here. You get over to Bain, being guarded by Tomlin. Back over to Black. Black gets it down low to Wagner. They scram switches. So now Mobley switches on to Wagner. Wagner trying to bully his way to the basket. Can't get the layup to go. Wagner looking for the foul call. He doesn't get it. Proctor bringing it down against Suggs. They show multiple defenders to get over to Mobley. Mobley still in the backcourt. They got to get it past. And that's an 8-second violation. No, he gets the pass off in time. They lob it down low to Tomlin. They kick it out to Proctor. Proctor right corner three. And after all of that defensive play, Proctor comes up with a big corner three. They quickly throw it ahead to Suggs for a three. And he can't answer back as the ball flies out of bounds as it careens off the side of the rim. And just like that, it's back up to a 16-point lead for the Cavs, and now Mitchell will walk it down the other way. Momentum was starting to be built for the Magic, but they can't get defensive stops as Mitchell knocks down a floater, and the Cavs are threatening to run away with it, and a full timeout from the Magic very much needed. It looks like they're going to have one more opportunity to make a run here, but an 18-point lead is definitely asking a lot for the Magic to come back on a night like tonight, where their offense is just not clicking. Jason said Celtics played a double overtime game last night. He might not be injured. Probably just not playing as many minutes tonight? Definitely not. Definitely not, Jason. We could take a look. He's stuck at 9 minutes. He has not come back into the game. He started the game. Whereas Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Payne Pritchard are all over 15 or above. Payne Pritchard played 14 minutes, but definitely not. Definitely not the case. They also threw Shireman in there. I can look it up over here on the internet for a definitive answer. Unless they don't have a legit prognosis yet. I guess there is no injury. Yeah, there really is no explanation. I guess he's not hurt. I've played 9 minutes, and I'm seeing a lot of people complaining, like, how come Sam Hauser's only played 9 minutes? So, Jeff Brown said we're on a back-to-back. Oh, really? The Cavs played last night? Halftime, Boston leads by 6, 58-52. The Magic have had a tough schedule. You know, we went over, flying out to Germany, now flying back to the States. Yeah, they played last night against Sacramento. They were at home. Then they had to fly over to Florida to play Orlando. Then they got to fly back home to play Orlando. What is that schedule? What is that schedule? Why can't they just stay home, play Orlando, and then fly over to Orlando and play them? They did win last night. They're on a mini 2-game winning streak here. They beat Philly in back-to-back games? Hilarious. Not going to lie. I did not know this. I did not see this. Did not see that. They blew Philly out January 14th, and then the 16th they won by 2. Not going to lie. Oh, no, we did watch this one. They beat Philly in the second night. So that's also contributed to the really poor offensive outing overall here for the Cavs. They are getting it going a lot more here in the fourth quarter. Here we go. 18-point lead for the Cavs. Let's see how the Magic respond with a little over 8 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Time not on their side with an 18-point deficit. Banchero to the rim, and the Cavs get hit with a foul call, but on a pass out by Banchero, so it's going to be side out of bounds for the Magic. They get it into Banchero, being guarded by Tomlin. Banchero up top, back into his left. Settles for the pull of three in the left wing. They need it, and they got it from Paolo Banchero. Back to 15 it goes. Obviously, a lot more work still left to do. Mitchell bringing it down. The threes will help the cause. Mitchell attacking to his left. Has it at the foul line. Stops. Spins. Kicks it out to Proctor. Back to Mitchell. Proctor. Pump fakes. Dancing with it. Loses the handle. Picks it back up. Still a loose ball. Shot clock down to 5 now. They get over to Mobley. Hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell steps back. Pump fakes. Now over to Ball. Ball has to fire a 40-footer straight away. Comes up short. Battle for the rebound. Tomlin battling for it. Knocked out of bounds. And it's going to go back to the Magic. Tomlin trying to argue that it should stay with the Cavs, but I think that was very obvious it was off of Tomlin. Now Banchero quickly pushing it the other way. Home run pass over to Bane. Bane left corner three. Can't get that one to go. Would have gone a long way to building some momentum for the Magic with back-to-back threes there. But instead, Lonzo's going to bring it down. He has it up top. He's being guarded by Black. Lonzo coming to his right. And a timeout for the Cavs. Timeout for the Cavs. I want to talk a couple things over. Offense definitely slowing down a little bit there. A little over 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. We get another timeout for the Cavs. They have a 15-point lead, 97-82. Definitely an uphill climb for Orlando here if they are going to pull off some magic and win this game, or at least get back into it. But it's not looking likely how poorly they played. Mobley with only 13 points tonight. Mitchell with 21 in a low-scoring effort here from both sides. It's been a low-scoring affair. We've gone over the reasons why. Both teams very tired, very exhausted. Schedule has not been kind to either of these teams. Orlando going off to Germany and then immediately flying back, not getting any extra days off, which is not good. Not good scheduling by the NBA. That's really rough to put that kind of mileage on these guys, force them into a completely different time zone, different part of the world, not even a different part of the country, just flying overseas, and then coming back and only getting 1 day off since coming back from the Europe trip. So that's rough for Orlando. Cleveland is on the second night of a back-to-back after a pretty tough schedule. Now having to fly to Orlando, and then they're going to fly back to Cleveland to play Orlando again. So a tough schedule for the Cavs as well. That has contributed to the low-scoring affair here tonight. But the Cavs holding on strong, 97-82, even though the Magic are technically the healthier team. The Magic are missing the best player, Franz Wagner, but Cleveland is missing 4 rotation players. No Garland, no Hunter, no Max Strus, no Sam Merrill. Theo King said, I told you Orlando's been sliding by the third last few games. I know they've been sliding, brother. So Mo Wagner, his night is probably done. He's on a minutes restriction since coming back from the injury. He played 13 minutes now. He's got 13 points. Got 13 points. Nice effort for Mo Wagner tonight. Obviously, there's only so much you could do coming back from the injury. They get it into Mitchell. Mitchell, down low to Allen, who gets stripped by Bane. And now here comes Paolo Banchero bringing it down the other way, pushing the pace to the rim, gets blocked and fouled. Fouled by Tyson, so Banchero is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. We're approaching the halfway point. Banchero knocks down the first free throw. Got another one coming. Banchero knocks down both free throws. And it's down to 13. Mitchell has it up top. Not out of the weeds yet for the Cavs. Mitchell attacking to his left, steps back, dancing with it. Niall Dimitri with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Niall. They swing it over to Tomlin for a left corner 3. Can't get that one to go. Tyson picks up the offensive rebound, though. That one's a bit of a backbreaker. They swing it out to Wade. Wade gets it over to Tomlin down the lane, and he gets fouled by Bain, gets tripped up. Now Dimitri with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Niall. He said, hello again, Sheffy. Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big old victory here this afternoon. Big old victory. Now, going into the night, 9:19 p.m. here, our second game of the night with a doubleheader. Mitchell will inbound it for the Cavs. They get it into Allen, back to Mitchell. Shot clock, of course, reset to 14. Mitchell dancing around the Allen screen. And a foul on Anthony Black, battling through the Allen screen. 6:30 to go in this fourth quarter, quickly approaching the halfway point here. Time winding down in the Magic if they want to make this comeback happen. And now picking up some really silly fouls. Off-ball fouls here. Allen has it up top. And an offensive foul on Donovan Mitchell, fending off Anthony Black. So now, after all of that, the ball will go back to Orlando. Now here comes Anthony Black bringing it down the other way. They need a score here. 13-point game, not insurmountable, with 6:30 to go. Banchero dancing with it against Tyson. Has him in the post. Picks up his handle. Swings it over to Bain. Catches it on the run. Down the lane. Throws up a floater. And he rattles it in. It's 11. Orlando battling back here. Here comes Donovan Mitchell. Every time Orlando's gone on a mini run, Cleveland has had an answer. Mitchell spins off of De Silva. Goes to the baseline. Euro steps. Flips it over the right hand. Oh, my goodness. What a move from Donovan Mitchell. What a move. And Orlando quickly pushing the other way, looking for an answer, looking for a response to get over to Carter Jr. up top. Good now defense from the Cavs. They do get it to Black. They get it back up top to Carter Jr. Allen goes for the steal. They leave Paolo Banchero wide open for a 3. They say, go ahead, big dog. And he makes them pay, knocking down the 3. And it's a 9-point ball game. No, it's a 10-point ball game. My bad. I can't do math, apparently. 99-89. Mitchell coming to his right. Off the Allen screen, he throws up a floater, and he gets the floater to go down. We're getting some NBA action here. Both teams knocking down shots. But Orlando can't afford to go back and forth. Bain blows past Wade, gets to the rim, gets blocked. Ball stays in bounds. Carter Jr. picks it up and gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. 5:20 to go in this fourth quarter. So Wendell Carter Jr. at the foul line for 2 free throws. They're trailing by 12. Got to knock down both free throws. And like I said, you can't afford to trade baskets here. In a game where points are hard to come by. Got to continue to get stops and scores. So Wendell Carter Jr. knocks down both free throws. Back to 10, 101-91. A little over 5 minutes to go here. Donovan Mitchell bringing it down. He has it up top. Mitchell coming to his right. Driving it down. Down the lane. Kicks it over to Wade. Back out to Mitchell. Mitchell dancing with it. Ball knocked out of his hands. Recovers it. Shot clock winding down. Driving to his left, step back, pump fake, steps through, gets it off at the buzzer, can't bank it in, long rebound, Mitchell able to grab it, inside, quick touch pass from Donovan Mitchell over to Jared Allen for a two-handed slam. After a great defensive possession from the Magic, it still ends in a two-point basket for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Anthony Black swings it over to Paolo Banchero, dribble pull-up three, and he knocks that one down. 3 straight threes for Paolo Banchero. He's getting hot here in the fourth quarter. 103-94, it's 9. Still trading baskets, though, but they'll at least take 3s for 2s. Mitchell coming to his right, being guarded by Anthony Black, putting his head down, attacking to the lane, flips it off glass, got it to go for Donovan Mitchell. He's putting on his Superman cape here, making sure Cleveland walks out with a victory. 4 minutes to go. They're more than enough time for Orlando if they're going to be able to pull this one off. Don't settle for a 3, Banchero. Don't settle for a 3. Going to dance against Mobley, goes to the rim, gets the layup to go. That's what I like to see from Paolo Banchero. Don't settle for the 3. If you don't have it within the offense, if the ball's not swinging to you, don't take it off the bounce like that. Take them off the bounce, go to the rim. Don't settle for a mid-range shot. Got to the basket and gets the layup. Nazalan said Magic has identity issues. They're supposed to be a good defensive team, and so they're not. They are supposed to be a good defensive team, but they have dealt with a multitude of injuries. Like the Knicks, they're just not deep enough to survive major injuries to key players. And their best player is the guy with the injury in Franz Wagner. So, you would think that Paolo should be good enough to kind of carry them until Franz can get back, but it's just not the case right now. It's just not the case. They were also missing Mo Wagner majority of the year. They have been missing Suggs. He's been in and out of the lineup. He's on a bit of a minutes restriction tonight. So, we talked about the schedule not being kind to them, giving them all the excuses because that is, dog days of the regular season. You get those excuses. Nazdan said Wagner's out. I see. Yeah, he's been out since the Knicks game. He came back for the game in Germany, but he kind of just came back because it was in Germany. Obviously, he's German, so he wanted to play in front of the German crowd. He came back just for that game. He's close to returning back, but is not fully healthy to just re-enter the lineup again. He came back just for the one game, and he's been out since that Knicks game. So they're really going to struggle without their best player. So here we go. 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. A 9-point lead for Cleveland, and Mobley will bring it down against Penda. Mobley has it up top. Gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell coming to his right. Pulls it back. Dancing with it against Anthony Black. Down the lane. Kicks it out to Mobley. They swing it out to Tyson. They run Tyson off the line. Back up top to Mobley. Jab step coming to his right. Stop. Half spin. Down the lane. Flips it up at the rim. Can't get it to go. Ball knocked loose. Penda saves it into Anthony Black. Good defense and rebounding by the Orlando Magic. Here comes Paolo putting his head down, attacking, going to the rim, and loses the handle on the ball. Good defense from Wade to knock the ball loose. Mitchell picks it up. They're off and running. It's a 4-on-3. Mitchell goes to the rim, gets fouled by Penda. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. 3:30 to go. And it looks like Cleveland's going to be able to pull this one out. As long as some craziness doesn't go down. Which is definitely possible in the NBA. So Mitchell at the foul line for 2 and give them a double-digit lead again. He knocks down the first one. A knockdown free throw shooter, Donovan Mitchell. Nazalan, he's their best offensive player. He's the best player overall, but yes, he's their best offensive player. And Mitchell goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. Lead back up to 11, 3:30 to go. Banchero has it up top, being guarded by Mobley. Coming to his right, pulls it out, dancing with it, crosses over to his right, pump fake, spins, got nowhere to go, leaves it off for Bane. Bane down the lane, kicks it out to Penda, doesn't want to take the 3. He's going to take Mitchell inside to kick it out to Wendell Carter Jr., a wide open left corner 3. Can't get that one to go, and Wade knocks the rebound away from Penda over to Mobley. And Mitchell will bring it down with under 3 minutes to go now. Mitchell coming to his left, snaking it back to his right. Euro steps to his left, gets the scoop layup to go, and just took, who was that? Wendell Carter Jr. to school there, man. Had him turned all the way around, and now back up to 13. The Cavs go, and that might be a little bit of a backbreaker for a team that's really struggled to score here tonight. And then Anthony Black throws it away to Mitchell. And they call a travel on Mitchell, as Mitchell was trying to call timeout. They don't give it to him. They give him with the travel, so the ball's going to go back to Orlando. Jeff Brown, let's go Cavs. It looks like they're going to pull this one out. And it's a 1-point game. Never mind, Hauser hits a 3. Cavs back up by 2. 61-59. Celtics up by 2, over the Bulls. Bane, coming to his left off the handoff, throws up the foul line floater, can't get it to go. Snags his own offensive rebound, and then gets fouled by Mitchell. They're in the bonus, so he's going to go to the foul line for 2, with 2:30 to go. $13-point lead for the Cavs. Looking unlikely for the Magic, who not only have really struggled to score tonight, but have also struggled to get continuous stops against the Cavs. Bane knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Bane's got one more coming. Bane goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. Anthony Black comes up with a steal in the backcourt and gets the reverse layup. Still a 9-point lead for Cleveland. Don't want to freak out. Mitchell's going to walk it down. They're trying to double team in the backcourt. They get it over to Mobley. Mobley gets it over to Wade. Wade, a wide open left corner 3. And that's a bit of a dagger. Right? Orlando maybe trying to build some momentum. Trying to recklessly double in the backcourt. Cleveland easily breaks the full court double team press. And they end up with a wide open 3. Banchero to the rim. Over to Black. They swing it around. Carter Jr. is going to heave up a 3. Off the back rim on that one. Dean Wade skies for a rebound. They get over to Mobley, over to Mitchell. We're under 2 minutes to go with a 12-point lead for the Cavs. And that should do it. Orlando getting desperate, trying to bring double teams over to Mitchell. Easily navigating them. Mitchell has it on the right wing now. Sidestep right wing 3, falling out of bounds, and he splashes in nothing but net. And that's the dagger right there. 15-point lead with 1:40 to go. And Orlando will bring it down. You're in heave territory here. Not 100% there yet. They get over to Penda. Penda doesn't want to take the 3. Get it, and Penda throws it away. He had a wide open Wendell Carter Jr. down the lane under the basket. Just missed him. Just threw it a little bit behind him. 15-point lead for the Cavs, and they get the ball back here with 1:30 to go. They get it into Dean Wade. Hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell will bring it down. Being guarded by Penda. They're going to look to bring a double team to him over. Mitchell has it up top. They get over to Mobley. Mobley's going to attack the lane. Going to kick it back up top to Mitchell, and they're going to wind down the clock as much as they can. After this shot, it'll be around a minute. Another sidestep right wing 3 for Mitchell. Way off on that one. Anthony Black skies for a rebound. He's going to bring it down the other way. Anthony Black on the left wing. He's going to pull up the 3. He's just flashing nothing but net. Now down by 12 with a minute to go. Not looking likely here. A lot of slumped shoulders for Orlando. They don't have belief. Hard to think they're going to make this comeback if they don't have belief. And a lot of standing around for the Magic. And then Anthony Black comes over and ultimately fouls Mitchell. And that's gonna pretty much end it. Orlando walking around with their shoulders slumped, jogging, obviously tired, you could tell. Mitchell ends up with 34 points tonight. Banchero ends up with 25. He put forth a really good effort in the fourth there, but ultimately just not enough. Just not enough. Everybody out there huffing and puffing. We've talked about how ruthless the schedule has been to both of these teams, more so to the Magic. But the Cavs are on the second night of a back-to-back, and they're able to pull this one off against the Magic. In Orlando, Mitchell knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Mitchell has one more coming, puts them up by 13, could put them up by 14. Either way, this one is pretty much over. All but the final score. Donovan Mitchell made the first one. Makes the second one. With 50 seconds to go. My timer ticked off. My bad. We are going to wrap this one up soon. They give Banchero the easy lane of the basket. They get it into Mitchell. Mitchell gets it over to Wade. Wade hit ahead to Tyson. Tyson will pull it out. Banchero uses a foul. He's going to send him to the foul line, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Now we're just going to play the foul game. This should be the last free throws of the game. You're trailing by 12. Orlando with a nice solid victory here today. They're going to jump up to 27-20, fighting their way out of that play-in situation, finding their groove here. Should be getting healthier as well as the season goes on, so should be playing much better come playoff time. As long as they can get healthy come playoff time, man. When Max Strus comes back, it'll be a huge sigh of relief for this team. Tyson knocked down both free throws, padding them stats. You love to see it. Black will heave up a three. Can't get that one to go. Rebound Kareem's almost out of bounds. They save it into Tyson to get over to Mitchell, and he will dribble out the clock, and that will be it. They're going to have to take a 24-second violation, but that's going to be it. The Boston Celtics holding on to a 4-point lead over Chicago, and that's where we're going to leave off that coverage there because this one is over. Thank you guys for hanging out with me here tonight. I very much appreciate it for the doubleheader. Oof, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. We started at 3 and we're ending at 9:30. Actually, we started at 2:30. It's been a long day. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you very much. The final score ended up being 119-105. Shout out to all of the channel members, whether you were gifted one or you decided to become a member yourself. I very much appreciate you guys. Now, Dimitri with some very generous super chats. AP with some generous super chats earlier tonight as well. Thank you guys, as always, for your generosity and your support. And we'll be back. We'll be back. Not tomorrow. No game tomorrow. Tomorrow is snow day. Stay safe out there, everybody. The snowstorm is on its way. So the next time we meet should be on Monday. The Knicks are not playing on Monday. They have 2 days off, I believe, right? So Sunday. Get these ads out of here. Sunday, not a great slate of games anyway. Raptors Thunder is probably the best game on tomorrow. But Monday, we'll be doing Magic Cavs again. I don't know if we want to do that again. 76ers Hornets might be the best game. Pacers Hawks, Blazers Celtics we might do. We might do Blazers Celtics. I haven't done a Celtics game in a while. Might do Blazers Celtics. He said decent game. Too bad Franz is out. Too bad Franz is out, yeah. Jeb Brown said Spider should be an all-star starter. I mean, he definitely has the argument for it, for sure. Lakers Bulls on Monday as well. Grizzlies Rockets. Warriors, Timberwolves, 9:30. 76ers, Hornets. No, what is the game we said? Blazers, Celtics. That's an 8 o'clock start time on Monday. So we might end up doing that one. I don't think we want to do Magic Cavs in a back-to-back like that. So we'll do Blazers, Celtics. 8 p.m. start time. It's a Peacock game anyway, so it's kind of a nationally televised game. Kind of. The streaming game. And then the Knicks will be back Tuesday. They get another 2 days off, so finally the schedule was giving them a bit of a breather here. He said Blazers Celtics. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best game, Blazers Celtics. So the Knicks will be back on Tuesday, 7:30 start time against the Sacramento Kings. But no game tomorrow. Likely no game tomorrow. Maybe, but likely not. And then Monday, the day we'll definitely be back. We'll do Blazers Celtics. That game is in Boston. Denny Avdia looks like he'll be back for that game as well. So, should be a good one. With that being said, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me yet again. Remember to brush your teeth before bed, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.